Good morning. Good morning. Wake y'all asses up, man. We got to talk PEDs and boxing. Y'all smash the like button as you come up in here. I'm your host. Once again, I go by the Black Horseman. Shout out to the UGC. That's the underground community for short. Shout out to True Media. If everybody keeps it 100, staying true to who they are, they doing their part in this media, man. Sad news in the sport of boxing. Last night, in the heavyweight division, I was on a live stream, of course, with my homie, my brother, right here in Texas, man. Corey, also known as Mr. IOTBA, right here on YouTube, IOTBA Boxing Talk. Y'all go check out his channel. Doing tremendous things in Texas. Arguably one of the biggest media platforms in Texas. So I salute that brother, his work ethic, and everything he's done to shine a light on up-and-coming fighters in Texas and just talk that real talk. But while I was on this live stream, participating, tuning in, Gerald Miller pops dirty for what they call Induberol. Very, very powerful performance enhancement drug. And this is something that was dangerous, not only to his opponent, but to himself. We're talking about research shows it can cause cancer to spread rapidly in several organs in the body. This is most definitely the most powerful performance-enhancing drug I've ever heard of. And I want to salute VADA. Big salute to VADA, because without VADA, a lot of these athletes will not be caught in the sport of boxing, and we would not be learning about a lot of these banned substances, a lot of stuff that's on the black market, so on and so forth. So I want to take the time, man, and give it up to VADA Clean Boxing Program. Big salute to y'all. Everybody that's an affiliate, associate, CEO, whoever you are, keep doing what you're doing. As a matter of fact, step it up even if you have to. I hope that VADA becomes the face of testing. I truly am an advocate and supporter of the VADA Clean Boxing Program. And I hope that eventually VADA testing will be required in every weight class, every sanctioning body. No excuses. No excuses. I'm one of the few on YouTube to have stayed consistent when it comes to enforcing, encouraging top athletes to enroll in some all year round random blood and urine testing. Shout out to everybody coming in, man. Golden Gloves, oh shit. Y'all smash the like button if you haven't already. Even the ones catching the playback. If y'all new, man, subscribe, hit that bell, and be part of this UGC movement, And once again, it's a lot of people, man, that not a lot of people fuck with the UGC. because we're gonna speak on that real shit all the time. Like my homie Corey said yesterday, I might not talk about the most popular shit, but I'm gonna talk about the right shit. Niggas can say what they want to say about black. They can say, oh, he hating on this or he hating on that. And I counter these niggas with a quick comment. Am I telling the truth or am I lying? That's all you need to know. If I'm dealing with the truth, the real shit, hey, you can call me whatever you want to call me. But one thing you would not call me is a motherfucking liar. So, getting back on the truth and the real shit, PEDs is a huge problem in the sport of boxing. And this shit needs to change. I mean, it's gotten to the point where this situation with Gerald Big Baby Miller, here this guy was set to make what, minimum $6-7 million, right? Type of money that a lot of us will never even see for one fight. One fight. But sometimes it goes beyond just wanting the bag. I know certain guys that want the bag, man. You know, certain athletes that want the bag. I understand that. You know, you want to be financially secure. You want to be able to afford the finer things in life, as they call it, and all of that stuff, right? But not at the expense of health. Am I willing to just say, you know what? I'm willing to do anything for this bag because I want to be. See, it's more than money for some people. Some people want that fucking fame. Some people want to be able to be mentioned as one of the greatest of all time, baddest man on the planet. But a lot of people ain't trying to do it the correct way, the natural way. Hard work, dedication, like Floyd Mayweather used to say. But I'm gonna bring his ass up too in this conversation because PEDs, man, has been ruling this sport since I don't know how long, man. I really don't know when did PEDs introduce itself and started taking over. You know, oh man, hold on. I think I'm having some technical difficulties here, man. Y'all bear with me. All right, I don't know what happened, man. Y'all let me know in the chat, man, if y'all can hear me okay and if the audio's all right. Let me know real quick, man, before I continue. All right, I just want to make sure. My screen was doing something crazy, and I don't want to continue if it's going to be tripping. But we got to talk about this, man, because these PEDs, man, is dangerous. And after what I saw yesterday, when it comes to this Induberol, we can't play no more games, man. I'm back on the gas, bro. No more am I in neutral. I'm not putting this shit in park. I'm pulling this shit in drive, bro. And I'm mashing on the gas a lot more when it comes to fighters. Look it, I'm gonna say this. If you're a professional athlete, particularly this boxing, this is a brutal sport. Guys hitting each other in the head for a living. If you are not enrolled in a Vita Clean Boxing program, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You know, maybe you have not been caught. Maybe it hasn't been proven that you are a dirty athlete. But I think that it's just a matter of time. If you are ducking some type of all year round random blood and urine testing program, it's only a matter of time before your shit get pulled, your car get pulled. You're going to get exposed. You know, um, this was dangerous, man. Like the stupidity, first off, of Gerald Miller to take something that is proven to cause cancer. Okay, the toxicity levels are off the chart. This is something I had never ever heard of. And I seen an image that was uploaded. I don't know if it was Fight Hype or somebody. Shout out to them if they the ones that put up the image. But 315 pounds just jacked. And it's like, this is an endurance booster. So we're talking about a situation where we know Gerald Miller is training to face probably his toughest competition of his career in Anthony Joshua, the unified heavyweight champion of the world. And we know this guy is a big dude. He likes to pack on a lot of muscle. Just imagine this shit, man. This man has just got all of this damn stamina and endurance. He lifting and lifting and lifting and not getting tired. He just keep lifting, keep lifting, keep lifting. Crazy. So this is the type of stuff right here, man, that's just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Now, it's different type of PEDs. Now, it's crazy, man. Before I started this live stream, I saw an interesting article, man. I just went on Google and looked up PEDs and things like that. And it was a very interesting article published. This was in 2013, December 19th, 2013. It's a website called deadspin.com. Matt McCarthy is the author of this article. Shout out to him. It says how a boxer could use PEDs right in the middle of a fight. And it was very interesting that they used Adrian Broner's fight versus Marcos Maidana, the first fight. You know, and I almost forgot about this image. Some of y'all might remember there was a particular shot of in Maidana's corner where, what is this guy's name? I wish I could think of his name because he's like a fitness and conditioning coach or something like that. I can't think of his name, but he was the one in the corner, and he had a napkin and a pill in the middle of it, and he held it up. He shoved it up into Maidana's mouth. Real low key with it though, but the camera angle was able to catch it. You can see him holding the napkin, him taking his index finger and thumb, positioning it right into the middle of the napkin, and shoves it into his mouth. Now, I don't know for sure what it was, but I would say this. It talks about how there's certain things that people can take right that have effects right away. You know, and I just thought that was very, very interesting. And it's different things that different type of PEDs. Let's see, it says here the World Anti-Doping Agency list of banned substances includes 5 broad classes of PEDs: stimulants, diuretics, and masking agents, growth hormones and growth factors, metabolic modulators, and anabolic steroids. A 6th category is painkillers like morphine and oxycodone, which represents a gray zone, but they are widely considered to enhance performance. Many of these agents require repeated use. PEDs in sports are typically the long con, but some, like painkillers or stimulants, amphetamine or methamphetamine, can provide an immediate benefit to a hazed, battered boxer. And it says, example, like Madonna. And it was bringing up that particular footage that was uploaded where there was a pill in the middle of a napkin and it was shoved into his mouth. And it says, amphetamine, for example, has been shown to improve stamina, strength, and perhaps most importantly for a boxer, reaction times. The benefit of taking a painkiller while sustaining repeated blows to the head seems obvious. Another more unusual class of PEDs is the beta 2 agonist, salbutamol and terbutaline, which has traditionally been used to treat asthma. Several studies have shown that oral salbutamol improves strength and endurance. Popping a beta 2 agonist between rounds would have opened up Madonna's lungs beyond their normal capacity, allowing more oxygen to travel through his body during those final sluggish rounds and help him power through fatigue. Says, think of it as Lance Armstrong powers in pill form. You know, it's just crazy. Like, you have to just do deep research to understand the type of PEDs there are and how they can. There's some things that you can take that can give you immediate results, like it gave the example. Now, you know, this is just a person. Like I said, the website is deadspin.com. The publisher, the author is Matt McCarthy. And this is just possibly his theory on what happened in the situation between Madonna and Broner, even though I just thought Broner got his ass whooped. But nonetheless, there was something suspicious going on in that fight. And he used that as an example to bring awareness to the type of PEDs that can be used during a fight. And we're talking about stuff that's out of competition, leading up into a fight while you're training, things like that. So it's stuff out there that can open up your lungs, man, to where you can got more oxygen flow. You breathing better, so you're not getting as tired. We're talking about stuff that can give you extreme endurance when you're working out, like Big Baby Miller was on this GW1516, also known as Induberol. Give him extra endurance and you know, stuff that here to give you good reaction time. You know, help you with your reaction. So, with all that being said, man, with all that being said, this is why the sport needs to be cleaned up completely. This is why we need a top testing program like VADA to be enforced throughout the whole sport, throughout every sanctioning body. No excuses, man. This is dangerous stuff, not only to the person who's using and cheating, but to the person that they're getting ready to get in the ring with. I really feel bad for AJ. If he was doing everything he needed to do as a clean athlete, you know, if he would have got in there, right? Say they were using goddamn USADA, which USADA lets you get away with certain things. You know, this is just a fact, which is why I don't trust people that use USADA. I can't act like I'm super confident about IBF champions who can just use whatever they want, certain things they can use out of competition. It ain't no pull-up skirt. Let me get this urine from you real quick. Ain't no random shit. VADA is the most thorough testing program out there. They the one catching all of these guys. They're the ones giving us these new PED substances that's on the black market for us to research and find out what it is. Like, damn. You taking shit that's gonna fucking cause cancer to several organs and you don't give a shit about that? Why, nigga? For the bag? For the accolades, for people to say, oh, look, you beat AJ in your own city. You the new heavyweight champion of the world. Is this what this shit has come to? Risk it all for the bag and for the fame. It appears so, man. It appears so. It's like we have to protect these fighters from themselves because a lot of them don't give a fuck, and a lot of them been getting hit in the head so much to where they probably not thinking straight. No way. You know, some of these guys been taking PEDs. This guy, big Gerald Miller, I was already suspicious of him when he was talking all this shit about I don't want to enroll in VADA because it's like having another wife. I don't want nobody following me around. I don't want to be telling somebody, my whereabouts. That just sounds like a motherfucking unfaithful ass nigga. You don't want to tell your wife where you at. You don't want your wife, your whereabouts. You a professional boxer. You've already popped dirty in kickboxing with your fat ass. And now you doing PEDs in boxing. It's so many different harmful PEDs out there, man. That is just so many to name. There was one that came up with Floyd Mayweather, one of the top dogs, talking about like I said before, every top fighter, if you're in the top 15, every top athlete should be subject to all year round random blood in urine testing. See, some of these guys only want to enforce strict testing to benefit themselves when they think that somebody else is doing something. But when they doing something, they ain't really caring about it. Or they could be doing something, but they like, shit, this nigga might do more than me. This nigga might come in there stronger than me. He might have more endurance than me. Now, can I prove that Floyd was on PEDs throughout his career? No. But I can say there were certain fights to where that nigga just looked a lot physically different from previous fights. I was like, Floyd, you a beast in there, but nigga, you looking kind of chiseled up, fam, than usual. I mean, it's like, man, it's like, who's next? Because this is not going to be the last, man. This ain't the first. It definitely ain't going to be the last. Somebody else is going to pop. And it's crazy because I had made a mistake in the past thinking that Floyd was using VADA. He was not using VADA. He was using USADA. So I don't trust people that use USADA. I'm not accusing them, but how many people? Let's just make. I mean, we put up the list. Like, how many people have been caught under USADA as compared to caught under VADA? Don't worry, I'll wait. Because if USADA is catching anybody, when is the last time they reported it? I'm just saying. Let me get some of y'all comments, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Smash the like button. Mike Tyson Gold says, Big Baby is some baby ting. What a fool. What a fool. Say goodbye to millions. Dummy. All of that money. Nigga, I'd rather get in there and get stretched and get my money than to fucking do PEDs and lose my money. That don't even make sense. You didn't even make it to the fight. And if they did not catch his conduct that random test on March the 20th, he probably wouldn't have made it to the fight, period, because this shit is dangerous, man, that he's putting in his body. Golden Glove says 315 pounds and never got tired. I mean, Ray Charles can see something suspect with that. I'll just be like, damn, this nigga, this fat ass nigga, and he's saying shit like, I got better stamina than when I'm heavier. I got better stamina when I'm, over 310, 315. I'm like, if they don't raise your eyebrow, you'd be like, I'm looking at you like, how you don't find that suspicious? Mike Tyson's Ghost says, Big Baby on those rat drugs. He says you could tell he was on PEDs when Big Baby flipped out at press conference. Yeah, all of that shit. It's like everybody gonna go back and watch that footage. You smashing your fist on the damn table and shit, and you pushing AJ. You seem juiced up. Seem juiced up when you can't really keep control, contain yourself. AJ was real calm, you know. Damn near got pushed, you know, saying off the damn stage and just walk right back up to him, like, you know, just wait till fight night. I'm going to save my energy. I'm going to contain my emotion because we've seen a lot of fighters make that mistake. Use too much energy in the press conference and get their ass beat fight night. Golden Glove says that PED isn't clear to be used on people, apparently. What's up, Iron Kong? What's up, my bro? Mike Tyson Ghost says Madonna went very fat 5 weeks after AB fight, too. You know, a lot of shit these guys using to cut fat, you know, increase adrenaline and endurance to where, you know, when you got all this extra stuff that's helping you, assisting you to train and cut off weight, it's like you take these PEDs away, like say like Billy Joe Saunders, right? Remember he got popped dirty? Then he tried to do it naturally. The nigga couldn't even make 160 no more. Shit I'm talking about. Like, god damn. And it just lets you know, like, some of these motherfuckers is not working, bruh. Some of these dudes is using PEDs and taking the easy road, right? Taking the easy road to get in that ring and fight to the same level of somebody who's training their ass off. PEDs is the cheat, bruh. This the cheat code. You know, like you play a video game and shit, and you like, damn, I wish I had, like, you playing Grand Theft or some shit. I wish I had the cheat code to get all these guns. That's the cheat code to be able to do everything at a top level, go 12, have extreme power, stamina, endurance, everything that you need in training camp and to be prepared for fight night. Be able to take a shot good, recovery, reflexes, reaction time, all of that. It's stuff out there these guys can take to improve their performance. That's why it's called performance enhancing drugs. And it's a lot of these guys in the sport of boxing that are using them. Because a lot of these guys don't want to work, man. It's a lazy fucking era, man. It's a very lazy era. These guys don't want to work, man. They don't want to run no more. They don't. They don't want to be you know, they don't have to do 1,000 sit-ups a day. Like, fuck that. You know, if they're gonna do 1,000 sit-ups, they want something that's gonna help make it easier for them to do that. PEDs. Many of these dudes is on it. And if they're not using VADA, I can't trust you, man. I can't trust you. I'm not saying you own some shit. I'm just saying, bro, guilty until proven innocent. Nigga, I'm not trusting you, fam. If you can't, it's a lot of top champions, man. A lot of top athletes. I don't care when niggas say that dumbass excuse like, well, these dudes not in the WBC, so why would they enroll in VADA? It's simple. To ensure that you're safe and your opponent is safe. They have more on their ban list than all these other testing programs. They have all year round random program. They can pull right up on you. No excuses. Oh, I'm at a family dinner. Okay, we are too. Make me a plate. We're gonna be a minute. Let's go to this bathroom. Mike Tyson Ghost says Cuban and South American fighters and Mexicans are always PEDing. No Vada down there. Probably so, man. They need Vada everywhere, man. I'm back on their ass, man. I'm back on it because it is, like I said, I mentioned it last week because I noticed that in it's not really talked about in women's boxing, and I'm starting to really pay a lot more attention to women's boxing. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. Hopefully, she's a clean athlete. But it's some women in sport of boxing that's these old nigga. Anytime I see a chick looking like Schwarzenegger, nah, nigga, test her. Fuck that. See, I can get beyond this. See this fan love shit and just be like, look, man, yeah, I like you as a fighter, but I want you to be a clean athlete. I like Luis Ortiz, but the nigga popped dirty, and I got to keep it 100 on that. He popped dirty in the past. I still wish him success going forward, but if he's still on the PEDs, I can't fuck with him. But when I go to BoxRec, he's enrolled in a Vita Clean Boxing program, so I know that he's learned from his mistakes, and as long as he's in that, I can fucks with him. If not, no. I don't want to hear nothing about USADA, WADA, UCOD. No. I don't know what's up with, like, shout out to Trav. I don't know about the fair boxing program. He talks about, like, they kind of use the same type of have a lot of the same bans substances on their list that stuff you can't use in and out of competition. Either way, it needs to be one of those two, VADA or the WBA fair boxing program. But I hope that the fair boxing program is doing a good job as well, because I'm only hearing about VADA catching people, man. It's fucking educational, man. I'm learning about this shit. Like, god damn, they got shit like that. Niggas taking shit to fucking give them cancer, and they don't give a shit. This nigga he could potentially lose his payday. Gerald Miller lose his $6-7 million payday, right? But gain cancer. What kind of dumb shit is that? Lose millions of dollars, but win cancer. Oh man, these people need help. Mike Tyson Ghost says, I don't think AJ does, but Fury definitely proved he did and needs that Klitschko fight when making him void. He also says, press 1 if you agree Fury should be stripped as a champ. Fury is not even a champ, bro. What you mean? Tomorrow, as an interim champ? Golden Glove says, this man is worse than Canelo. Oh, yeah, this is far worse than what Canelo was using. Far worse, man. This is just, not only was this bad, and, like, there's guys that's cheaters. Gerald Miller is a dumb cheater. Dangerous cheater. An extreme cheater. Yeah, Golden Gloves. Yeah, he said Wilder caught it in 2017. He knew he was on PEDs. He said he would fight Big Baby if he signed Nevada. Yeah, and that's when he came up with that dumbass excuse about he don't want nobody, Vada like is like another wife or some shit. Mike Tyson says AJ might be on them. I don't trust McCracken people I know here in Birmingham, UK, have told me things about his time training Froch and suspected PED use. I've had suspicions about AJ too. I'm not gonna lie, act like I haven't had my suspicion about AJ. I have. At first, I was thinking like, damn, he's trying to avoid facing Wilder because he don't want to deal with that WBC VADA testing program. That's my suspicions too about a lot of fighters that keep trying to avoid that WBC strap. When that WBC strap is right there and they acting like, I don't need that strap. What? Do you know how many greats have held that strap, nigga? Like, it's the lineage of the motherfucking champions that's connected to WBC. Why you don't want that strap? Maybe it's VADA. See, Vada changed all of this shit up, man, in the sport of boxing. Vada changed all of this shit up. Niggas moving differently. They want to talk that talk. But anything that I'm telling you, man, the real boogeyman in the sport is Vada. That's the real boogeyman in the sport. My nigga Sam, what's up, Samuel Shaw? Mike Tyson Ghost says all came out of the 80s and Russian speeding and Mr. Olympia, Mr. Universe shit. It's made its way into boxing, Tyson said in late 80s. Evander PED cheat. I mean, yeah, I've heard about Evander too. Matter of fact, I wasn't really up on PEDs at that time, but Charles D, my dog, what's going on, man? Glad to see you still out. Charles D be trying to nigga catch fade with niggas, bro. You never know. But I remember, man, I grew up in an entertainment household, and Holyfield was a big fan of my stepfather, his group. And he came to the concert, and my mom was telling me how, like, because he had a fight. I think he fought Tyson maybe a month or two. I don't know if it was Tyson. He fought somebody maybe a month after that concert. But she said, damn, he wasn't that big. Like, she was talking about how he is super skinny. He was like super skinny and shit. Little legs, like Wilder type legs and shit. And then fight night, you was like, this nigga was just yoked. I was like, he was skinny? I was like, no, that dude is shredded. That nigga is super swole. So, I mean, it made sense when I found out later on he was on PEDs. I'm like, oh, no wonder my mom said that shit. She was like, that dude is super regular. He don't even look. She said he don't even look like an athlete, like a boxer or a heavyweight. When he not training, when he get in training camp, yeah, probably get on them PEDs, that extra shit, man. And next thing you know, he's solid 220, 225, 230, whatever he is. Charles, he said, I'm chilly. Okay. Yeah, man. Please chill, Charles. We need you, bro. You part of this UDC movement. We need you to stay chilling. Sammy Shaw says Evander was definitely on something. Yeah, bro. It's just sad, man, that you look at these careers of these certain fighters, man, you be like, damn, you mean to tell me all of this time? Dirty motherfucker. Boxing Monster, what's good, bro? Y'all hit the like button if you haven't already. Yeah, Charles, that nigga would be cut up. But mom said that dude was just regular, bro. Just look regular. When he didn't have no fight schedule. Matter of fact, she had took a picture with him. He did look little too. I was like, damn, that's strange. But I just didn't have no awareness about PEDs like that at the time. I was watching boxing. I just didn't, I think I heard Roy did. Mike Tyson said, did Roy Jones ever pop? I know Tarver did. Yeah, I think Roy did pop for something. Did he? That's just crazy, man. Then it just takes away. It's like a tarnish, you know. It's a tarnish on their damn careers. Yeah, I don't wanna, shade Roy if he didn't actually pop, man. But I wouldn't be shocked, man. I wouldn't be shocked. Roy was doing some incredible shit. Roy was doing some incredible shit. What about B Hop? I don't know if I ever heard Bernard Hopkins pop, if anything. And then if it's not PEDs, they out here doing like cocaine, they smoke weed or whatever. But these dudes they doing all type of stuff to give them an advantage, man. What? Boxer Monster says make PEDs legal for everyone. Yeah, it's just so these niggas can kill themselves? Hell nah. Hell to the nah. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. Mike Tyson's Ghost says De La Hoya did. 'Cause, 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 Charles D says, and Hopkins I never heard of either. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of Hopkins. So that would be good for his legacy if he just did what he did, becoming the oldest champion in history and never did PEDs. That's impressive, man. That's impressive. Mike Tyson Gold says, and Calzaghe was not a part of pre-VADA testing. That's why Calzaghe only fought and defended one belt, WBO, no testing. Damn. That's why I respect people like Crawford. Crawford is a WBO champion, but he's enrolled in the VADA Clean Boxing program. That's why I don't give dudes passes when they try to say, that's a whole different sanctioning body, nigga. I don't have to do that. Nigga, you need to, nigga. Shit, if you want to clear your name, if you want to stay out of these motherfucking videos, you might want to enroll in VADA. And then when you duck in VADA fighters, that's just way suspect to me, bro. Like, dudes be trying to duck VADA fighters. Dudes don't want to fight VADA fighters, but then they'll say shit like, these niggas don't want no smoke. They ducking me. Well, stop ducking VADA and we'll see what's up. That's all I've said. Like, man, if so we can put the pressure on these guys who are in VADA. If y'all really feel like these guys is ducking a particular fighter who's not in VADA, how about make that fighter enroll in VADA? And then guess what? Team VADA. It ain't no running. Ain't no running. But some of these guys who might be enrolled in VADA are looking like, I'm not going to fight this dude because I don't know what the fuck he do. I don't know what the fuck he do. I got to get tested because I'm enrolled in VADA. But you just using VADA for this one fight. Ain't no telling what you did out of competition leading up to this fight. See, those people don't understand. It's certain things you can use leading up into a fight. Then when training camp start, this shit's clear out of your system, but you already got the advantage of it. Oh, man, we got to clean this sport up, fam. I'm Team VADA over here. I'm Team VADA. Like I say, people can say what they want to say. People can say what they want to say, but they motherfucking catching dudes. Until these other guys, these other testing programs step it up, I'm not even giving them type of promo above VADA. VADA is the most consistent. They catching the most people, man. Charles D says, I don't even think Hopkins took supplements. He was always in shape. Yeah, he didn't look unnatural to me, like, with his physique. Now, I know that he did sometimes go down and weight up, but I don't know. I guess I've never heard anything like that around B-Hop. So that's good. That's good for B-Hop, man. That this guy, man, his career, he went the whole career without any type of PED dark cloud hovering over him. Mike Tyson Ghost says, Eubanks never fought in the USA. Not scared of Roy or James Toney ducking testing. Niggas be scared of testing. Joe says, we know Wilder's brother just got popped something too. Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear what it was exactly, though. I want to know exactly what it was. I mean, he did get a first round KO after being knocked out in his previous fight. That wasn't a good look, man, at all. Just ain't a good year for Wilders, man. If your last name is Wilder, it's just not a good year. It's not. Just saying. I wouldn't I wouldn't want my last name to be Wilder or Miller this year. Nah, like no. Change my last name for 365 days and shit. Charles says, I think that was a rumor. They never said what he got popped for, and it wasn't broadcasted by reliable sources, if you notice. I mean, that don't mean he didn't pop, though. Why would they put out, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll find out, though. We got to see. Boxing Mom says people are getting hurt when they get in the ring with PED users. That's worse. Just legalize it. Boxers will continue to use something to get advantage anyway. Floyd took shots on his knuckles. They call it start with an X. I'll look it up. I'll look this shit up because I don't want to mispronounce the shit. Xylocaine.
Lidocaine.
I was trying to hear how that lady pronounce it. How she say?
Lidocaine.
Lidocaine. It's spelled Xylocaine. That nigga was on that cane. That cannabis. Yeah, man. That's a PED, bruh. Performance enhancing drug. I don't give a fuck when people say, oh, well, you know, it's just numb his hands so you don't feel the pain. Hey, well, that's an enhancement, bruh. You know what I mean? If you really got hand problems and I'm hitting you hard as fuck and I don't really feel it, when I know I would normally feel it if I wasn't taking the shit, that's cheating. That's cheating. You know? I ain't nowhere around it, man. Cheating is cheating. That's an advantage. You know? Otherwise, fighters would probably just walk right to him. Like, nigga, hit me, nigga, so you can break your hand on my forehead, fool. Well, Boxing Monster, I don't agree with that, bro. We don't need to be, they don't need to legalize PEDs. Fuck that. Are you on PEDs? Like, man, get these niggas a break, man. We ain't all bad people. I'm not saying they bad people, but it's bad side effects, man. Don't tell me this nigga back with the dumb shit. Back on his trolling shit. And by the way, y'all, I let all my trolls out of the YouTube prison, so just be ready for them. You know, damn, no life. Yeah, man, but I'm not going to even encourage that. Charles D says, team clean urine. Hell yeah. Team clean urine, bro. Mike Tyson Go says, also food poisoning in boxing weeks before fight. Some dudes get spiked. Mike Tyson mentioned that a few times. Food poisoning in boxing. You said you don't benefit or gain anything from a cortisone shot? You don't think that's a benefit, Charles D? The mere fact that something that is preventing. I mean, because you just think about it, bro. If I can hit a nigga hard as fuck, I can break my shit and I still don't feel it. I'm still punching nigga with hard shots. Like, that ain't no advantage. Summer Shaw says Hopkins is a health nut. Mike Tyson Gold says Mayweather has been on anti-inflammatory since Gotti fight for pain, but not sure PEDing. I think maybe he knows. I think maybe, who knows? Man, he looked as yoked as fuck for that Gotti fight though. I was like, damn. He was beating the brakes off Arturo Gotti too. But he definitely looked physically he was looking physically different in that fight. Not saying he was on anything, but I'm not saying he not. Simon Shaw says if it was a rumor, Lil Wilder hasn't come out to deny it. Right. You know, you better take to media, you better hold a press conference and say, you know, it wasn't me. Yes, sir. Joe says the stuff Miller tested positive for was banned partly because it was cancer causing. I mean, that alone right there, bro. I don't need to hear shit else. If I saw that, I'm like, yo, what else you got? Like, if I'm a known cheat, like if I know I'm trying to use something to give me an advantage, I'm not using that shit. Like, you gotta be the stupidest motherfucker alive. willing to kill yourself for millions of dollars. But with Vada, you ain't gonna even make it to your fight. They gonna start calling Vada the haters. Like, these niggas fucking niggas bag up, bro. They fucking niggas money up, bro. Tell you what, niggas gonna probably put up videos. These hating ass niggas gonna put up videos and say, oh man, Vada man is bad for boxing. Why is it bad for boxing? They fucking niggas money up, bro. This nigga Gerald Miller about to lose $7 million, nigga. Why did he lose it? Cause this nigga popped for motherfucking G-Dub 1516, nigga, in Duberall and shit. So what, nigga? He just trying to burn fat, nigga. Niggas gonna get a nigga pass. Watch. Some of these niggas gonna make a pass. Ronald Finke probably gonna come back and say some shit about that. That nigga my most loyal troll, fam. You gonna be like, man, let this nigga make it, bro. So what if he want to kill himself, nigga, to become heavyweight champion of the world? Y'all niggas be hating on niggas' lifestyle, bro. No, he hates his lifestyle. Matter of fact, he wants to die. I think Ronald enjoys being a troll, bro. He says, you the one who would make the Vada hate video. Be real? What is he talking about? Some niggas got to make it make sense. You know, have it make a good point. I'm not hating on Vada, nigga. What you talking about? Boxing Monster says, if I was a professional athlete, I would consider taking PEDs, but I do take over-the-counter supplements to work out, creatine, etc. I knew you was on some. No, I'm kidding. But you just said if you was a professional athlete, you would consider taking PEDs. So you okay with cheating? That's why you said legalize it. Wow. Mike Tyson Ghost says cheeseburger, big baby, rat burgers. That's funny. Was you on my live yesterday, man? Last night when I did the live? If you was, man, you know, just remind me. Good morning, No Name Rose. Good morning. Was it a 720? Damn, that's kind of mind-boggling, Boxing Monster. The nigga said, if I was a professional athlete, I would consider it. He like, nigga, I do creatine, but I want some more powerful shit than this. Would you, Boxing Monster, would you do the shit that Gerald Miller was doing? You do that G-Dub 1516? That in Duberall? Be honest. I respect your honesty, though. I like real people, you know, people that's going to keep it 100. You said, you know, make PEDs legal. You said that you would consider using PEDs if you was a pro. You saying you use creatine and other over-the-counter shits and stuff? Would you do something like that? Boxing Mom says, no, I'll take other stuff. But you okay with, like, you know, getting in boxing and, you know, taking PEDs to become heavyweight champion? You wouldn't feel no type of guilt, like, fuck, man, I did low-key cheat to get this shit. Shit ain't no low-key, nigga. I did this shit. Literally. Wasn't like somebody slipped in. It wasn't like some bad meat. This shit, nigga, I was injecting. I was popping. Nigga, I was injecting. Boxing Mom says, I'm okay if everyone was able to take it. So, but you wouldn't get into the sport if you couldn't take it because you probably feel like, well, I'm not going to be able to do nothing. Get the brakes beat off me if I don't have this shit. That's what I figured. No Name Rose. You know I know my time zones. Mike Tyson Ghost says, I do ham and cheese toasties. You said a few weeks ago? All right. Well, let me give you this wrench, bro. Give you this wrench, man. When dudes come back and show support, I add them to the UDC, man. I need more snipers, man, because we got trolls that be coming through. Ronald Finkley, man, he's a regular troll. He's been a troll of mine for been a while. Been a while. But y'all welcome Mike Tyson Ghost to UGC. Salute to him. Thanks for coming through, man. Getting your input. You know. Ronald, of course, he doesn't like this topic because we're talking about real shit. When Black be over here talking about real shit, like I told y'all the other day, truth is the new hate to some people. They don't like when you tell too much truth, man. They be like, all right, Black over there hating, nigga. He hating again. He called that shit truth. I call it hate. Sam Michelle says that Ronald Finkley, I would like to know why you really mad. If you are searching for boxing therapy, the UDC can surely get you together, but you have to be sincere in this therapy we give you. Yeah, man. We're here to help you, brother. We're here to help you grow. You too emotionally invested in some other shit, man. You know. Go where they will allow that shit, my friend. He be doing extras, man. But I think he enjoys it, man. Boxing Monster says same rules for everyone. Same rules for everyone. Nobody can cheat. Everybody enrolls in BADA. We shoot the fair one. That's how I see it. To shoot the fair one, fam. Joe says, dude shouldn't have to take something that causes cancer or other damage just to compete. Absolutely. You shouldn't have to take something like that. Like for what? For what? Oh, you never been a wrench, man? Oh, man. Well, congratulations, brother. You are in the blue clique, family. If Ronald Fink could come back, man, disrespecting and saying something dumb and telling me, you know, just time him out. Tap his name, put him in timeout. He probably ain't gonna never learn his lesson, man. He don't think he a troll. That be the thing about it. People don't even know that they trolls. I had to tell him, like, bro, you trolling, fam. You trolling, bro. You are a troll. You don't have to troll, man, in life, you know. If there's a channel that you don't agree with, certain things that they say, I don't waste time. I don't leave a comment. I don't hit the thumbs down. I just keeps it moving, bro. Like, hey, do you? I want everybody to win, whether we agree on shit or not. Hopefully your channel grows and there's an audience for you. There are billions of people on YouTube. Okay, I only got a fraction percentage of them for now, but there's an audience for some real talk. You feel me? There's an audience for some real talk, and there's some audience for some bias talk. There's an audience for some fanboys. There's an audience for everybody. Okay, so you want to see me in your comments hating on you and what you're doing. How about you go live to see how many people show up and see how many people try to shit on you when you're talking about whatever topic you came up with? You know, it's called respect. But yeah, man, we had to talk about this, man. PEDs in boxing. Sad, man, but it's still an issue. And you know what? As media, how many people on this platform right here on YouTube are going to step it up, create more awareness about PEDs, and take this shit a lot more serious? I get it. We got fighters that we like, man. Okay. Like who you like is guys that's, you know, got skills. They may be from a certain geographical area that you can relate to, that you might be from. They might be the same nationality as you. You know, they might have a unique fighting style that you like. That's all good. Be a fan of whoever you want to be a fan of. But trust me when I tell you, you don't want to be the guy that's giving them all of this idol worship when they doing shit like what Jared Miller was doing. That ain't some shit you want to be celebrating, fam. I don't want to celebrate somebody who can potentially kill somebody illegally in that motherfucking ring, dog. That ain't what I'm about. I want a clean sport. How many of these media platforms really care about a clean sport. Some of these guys want to do it for the viewership, and whatever else. I'm doing it because I genuinely want a clean sport. I genuinely care about human lives, nigga. I don't want a nigga to get in there and get their fucking brains beat in by a nigga who's juiced up on G-Dub 1516. Some shit that can rapidly spread to all your organs and cause cancer while giving you extra endurance, stamina, so you can get in there and lift I don't know how many goddamn weights, how many reps, and you can get in there, not get tired, strong as a motherfucker, knock a nigga brains out, take his belts, get your bag, and niggas be looking like, damn. But thanks to VADA, clean boxing program, or thanks to VADA, period, because a lot of people ain't enrolled in the VADA clean boxing program. Dudes want to celebrate a guy who might use VADA for one fight. It's different when you're enrolled all year round. Okay? Niggas got to understand that. I'm not talking about a nigga who do VADA every so often. I'm talking about somebody who do it consistently. VADA is part of some people's family, bro. They probably got relationships with some of these guys that show up. Like, oh, man, you back? Oh, here you go. Here's my vein. Here's my urine. All right, have a good day, man. I'll see y'all, man. You know what I mean? The next time y'all show up, man. Y'all gonna call me next time? Oh, I'm just joking. Y'all go ahead and do y'all thing, man. I'll see y'all next time. Ronald is a huge fan. You know, it's people that act like they don't like black or they don't like my channel, but they always got to come back, show up, leave a comment, right? Because you love the channel, man. Just admit it, Ronald. You love what I do. You love what I do. You think you helping your group? You're not, bro. You're not. You're like a gnat at a barbecue, family. And what we do is we use our fly swatters, which is that wrench, and swat your ass, bro. But just get on some act right and just act like, just be real. Get on our level. We keeping it real over here. You be real with yourself. You love the UGC. That's why you're here. Don't you get it? You love the UGC. That's why you're here, my friend. You want a wrench, don't you? Wrenches are earned, not given. They're earned. See, like Mike Tyson Ghost got a wrench today. You know why? Because he earned it. He came back. He made some valid points. He knows about PEDs. He's keeping it real. I think he's from the UK. And, he's just speaking on what he's speaking on. Good topics. Helps me when I'm doing my live stream. Like, that's a good point. And I can give my opinion. And I can respect his. He ain't trolling me. He ain't disrespecting me. You're here to give your opinion on what you think you trying to convince me that you don't like me, nigga. You love black, bro. You love the UGC. Just be honest. Get on some act right. And maybe you earn a wrench one day. Ain't you tired of being in YouTube prison? Damn. Joe says if Miller wanted to take that stuff and he wasn't a boxer, that's different. He's only risking his own life in that case. Yeah. Charles D says at Joe Ortiz is ready and available. Break bread. Man, that'd be a hell of a replacement, right? If Joshua go from Miller to Ortiz, whoosh, I hope so. Charles D says, wasn't you and Finkley cool, Black? I'm still cool with him, man. He just got to stop trolling. He's just a troll, man. He's just really emotionally invested into the LDBC. So he don't like it because I do my own thing, bro. I'm not an LDBC, man. I ain't got no issue with them. They do their thing. But he feels like he's helping them by trolling me. Like, bro, you're not helping them, bro. You're making a fool out of yourself, bro. Like, I don't care. Don't care about what the LDBC say. Think about me. And if you don't like being here, bro, if you don't like what I do, why do you keep coming back? Why do you keep jumping in my comments? If you disagree with what I do, why even make a comment, bro? Just don't watch. But like I said, he loved black. He loved the UGC. That's why he keep coming back. As soon as I let the nigga out, that nigga immediately came back trolling. Like, nigga, this is what I was so glad to be back. He's just so glad to just get his see light of day. Charles D says Ortiz don't want 7 mil. Just break a little bread and he's ready to fight. He been wanting to fight Joshua. He been wanting to fight him. Ortiz wants to fight for a title. You know, I'll keep it 100. I didn't like how Ortiz looked in his last fight, and that's my nigga. I like Ortiz, but you got to keep it 100. He did not look good in his last fight, man. I was like, he's looking like his age now. He's looking like his age. So if I was anybody in the heavyweight division, if there's any opportunity to jump on him and take advantage of him, it's right now. Maybe he did that on purpose. I don't know, but I just didn't like what I saw. I didn't like it. Shin says Ortiz versus AJ is a way better fight than AJ versus Miller. Absolutely. Absolutely. Ortiz, you know, they went life and death, him and Wilder. So that was an epic fight. That was like the fight of the year in what, 2017? Or 20, something like that. Let me forgetting. Charles D says that Chin, that would be a better debut than him versus Miller. Hell yeah. Right. If Joshua was able to beat Ortiz in America, whew, nigga, Wilder would have to do something different, bro. Because that would be a common opponent, right? And he'll be able to get some answers because we know he low-key kind of, you know, sidestep Luis Ortiz. Hey, don't time him out. I want to hear what go ahead and make your point, bro. Okay, so you're not talking from an LDBC standpoint. You says that's you not facing the difference of opinion with USADA versus VADA. Talk be real. Okay, so go ahead and speak the real. Go ahead and educate us without the slander and being ignorant, bro. Just make a comment. You came in being disrespectful. So all you got to do is make your comment, bro. Simple. Make your comment. If you feel USADA is better, prove it. And I'm going to checkmate you because this is easy work, bro. Easy. Charles D says, now's the time to go at him if he's declining. Main man. What's up, dog? He says, what's up, fam? Miller should be suspended for a year minimal. Second time he popped. Now, is this second time as a boxer or was the first time as a kickboxer? But I agree with you, bro. The powerfulness of this damn PED he was using, bro. You're right. Minimum 1 year. Ronald Finley says it's integrity with VADA, so Miller is not cutting in it. Anybody understand that? He just brought up something about USADA. You says it's integrity with VADA, so Miller is not cutting in it. Thank you for your comment. Charles D says if Ortiz is declining. Okay, yeah, I figured it was kickboxing. But you're right. I mean, this is the second time that we know publicly, you know, that we know of on a national level that this guy has popped dirty for something. You know, we definitely have answers now why he was trying to avoid WBC like the Black Plague and shit. He was taking that black market motherfucking shit, you know. That shit, man. I couldn't believe it, man. Last night on the stream, I had to just stop and pause like, this nigga couldn't be taking this. All you have to have is Google, my friend. Google. Research, my friend. The Gully says, would rather AJ fought Pulev to get the IBF mandatory out of the way. Pulev? I don't know, man. I think that but it's in New York, so I would think Ortiz or that guy Adam Kanaki. Adam Kanaki, man, that guy. He's got a good little following in New York, man. He's from New York, I think. He's Polish. I like him, man. He's coming off a spectacular victory over Gerald Washington. Ronald says, I don't backtrack. I just pick up where I left off. That is old news with the USADA versus VADA argument. I still don't know what point you're making, fam. Go ahead and make your point. I mean, you made some statements that I'm talking dumb. Remember you said that in the chat? You said that. So what am I talking dumb? Because I'm talking about VADA? Make your point, bro. Or I'm going to put them wrenches back on you. Tina Harris says, hey, Black Horseman, and happy blessed say Wednesday. I guess that I have to come to your boxing channel to find you. I'm going to put some more content up on Black Horseman Promotions. Thank you for coming over here, Tina. Let me get this wrench. Anyhow, let me get this wrench. Y'all stay tuned. I got some content coming. Charles D says, now we understand why he's 300 plus pounds and throws 1,000 punches. Yeah, man. That G-Dub. Stupid ass, right, man? 6.5 million down the drain. That nigga said, fuck that shit. Fuck that 6.5, nigga. I'm gonna go get cancer. I'm gonna go after this cancer, nigga. Shit. This cancer, nigga. John Lejeune. He's Big Baby's training partner. Who is? Corey Lee says, send a link, fam. Ain't you going live, bro? When you gonna send me a link? Nigga. Charlie said, I don't think he's ready for AJ, though. Who's not? John Lejeune says, and Dubois was, banned in 2007. For real. For really. Samuel says, LA Cats will say, stall him out, Black. Who? Stall who out? Working on the laptop this week? No doubt. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in, man. If y'all watching, smash the like button. For the ones catching the playback, subscribe, hit that bell. We're still growing on this boxing channel. I got my other channel, Black Horse Promotions. You can subscribe over there as well. Some of them low-key be coming over here to see what I got cracking. So salute to them. That one's pretty much established over there. I'm trying to grow this one, man. Different audience. PEDs and boxing. That's the topic today, though, man. It's a lot of shit out there, man. Dangerous stuff. Dangerous. Oh, you said Konaki is Big Baby's training partner? Conflict of interest? Fuck that. Shit. It's going to be a conflict of interest then. Adam Konaki better get that money. If he's already been in training camp with him, shit, you should be in some type of shape. I'm not jumping in with that big ass nigga if I'm not in some type of shape. Charles, he says, I'm cool with the homie Finkley. It's a fair one with him and Black. Let them handle that. Yeah, I mean, he just got to learn respect, man. That's it. That's all I want Ronald to understand, man. It's just respect, bro. You can't just come in here and talk any old kind of way, bro. I'm not going to come on your channel or your shit and just disrespect you, bro. Talking about you talk dumb and this, that, and the third. Like, what, nigga? We don't do that.
What up?
Damn, you always on the road, bro. What's happening? This nigga that turned into a road dog. What's happening, though? We got Corey Lee Boxing, man. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro? What up, everybody? How everybody doing today, man? It's all love, man. Yeah, I ain't doing that, man. Just like I said, like you said, on the road again, baby.
Yeah, on the move.
Yeah, man. That's why, like, that's another reason why, like, me and Black ain't been doing the live streams because I can't. I'm gonna have to get on his platform well until I get my laptop fixed, and then until I get home. But I'll be home sometime, a couple times this week, so we can get that joint in, though, for sure, though. But what we talking about today, man? Salute to everybody, y'all in the chat. Smash that like button. You already know. Shout out to Black Horseman, my brother from another. You know what time it is, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You already
PEDs
know.
in boxing, bro. PEDs in boxing. What's your thoughts?
Ouch. That's a touchy subject, man. You know, a lot of you guys' favorite fighters, man, might be on the juice.
Mm.
Nah. But nah, man. You know, like me and Black Horseman have said plenty of times, man. Dude, we done had dudes that we thought was cool with us, but when we start talking about this subject,
Mm.
I mean, it's like they not cool with us no more, though.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like, man, we've been having to deal with this shit, man, for a while now, man. And you know, I just truly believe that, you know, Black Horseman's gonna state the facts, though, man. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to put anybody out there that should not be out there and that should not be, you know, have that juice shit labeled on their name. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like, you know, some other channels, you know, and I don't even gotta name no names, but if you go back in the archives, I've talked about it before. You know, they've called out Usyk for having too much stamina in the 11th
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
He's got to be juicing. You know, that one just came off the mind because I still can't get over that shit. Like, you think a guy's juicing because he has too much stamina in the 11th round. No. You think he's juicing because he's a fucking threat to your fucking favorite fighter. That's why you think he's juicing. So stop with the bullshit. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Mm.
got the old Corey Lee boxing back, baby. Did you miss me?
Oh shit. Corey Lee Boxer on the channel, man. Let me take
Yes,
a moment,
sir.
pull your shit up, man. Man, I've been
Yes,
having some
sir.
guests this week. But yeah, man, so you know, but it's funny how like they were trying to accuse Usyk or they were trying to call him Jusic, but this guy is enrolled in VADA clean boxing program.
This dude is involved. This dude is enrolled and involved in all of the clean boxing programs that are out there. I mean, he's legit. You know what I mean? He's on his shit. And you know, these guys are just trying to knock him off his pivot. You know, but I
Mm.
truly believe that, you know, you can't, you know, keep a brother like that down forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like a guy like that, you know, like Usyk, you know what I'm saying? I truly believe. And let's be honest, man, this guy Usyk has some of the most world-renowned trainers trained him before. You know, I mean, let's be honest. Emmanuel Stewart was in his corner, you know what I'm saying? And you know, he was there with the Klitschko camp. And you know, Emmanuel Stewart always talked highly of Usyk. And I think Usyk got a lot of his training regimens from Emmanuel Stewart. You know what I'm saying? And being in that Klitschko camp, learned a lot. Could you just be a fly on the wall, man? When Emmanuel Stewart was training, and in some of those Klitschko camps, I mean, you had Tyson Fury, you had Big Baby Miller, you had Deontay Wilder, and you had Usyk in one fucking training camp.
Mm.
God damn. You know what I
Damn.
mean? Could you just be a fly on the wall? I mean,
Right.
damn, man. Like, this shit just crazy. And that's another thing, too, you guys. While we're talking about PEDs, this shit's affecting the promoters, too, you guys, because guess what? The promoter has to get a late replacement. And guess what?
Mm.
Eddie Hearn does not have no late replacement because he's already running thin as fuck with the late replacement, and he's running thin as hell with the heavyweight division. Who does he have? You know,
Mm.
he's running razor thin. So I really believe that PBC and Al Heyman, if they just keep doing what they're doing, they don't even gotta beg. They don't even gotta, you know, like, yo, I'll take this, I'll take that. Like Deontay Wilder said at first. He said, I tried to do that in the past, and he said, once y'all decline me, I'll never do that shit again. And I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him, man. Because guess what? The way y'all acted towards that, you always gonna come back Don't burn a bridge. You never know when you might need to go cross that motherfucker again. Yeah. And guess what? Eddie Hearn is definitely going to have to go cross that PVC bridge again because they're already talking about him fighting Kwanaki. They're already talking about possible fights, with Joshua versus Kwanaki, Joshua versus, maybe, like a Gerald Washington type of late replacement. All of these guys that I'm talking about are with Al Heyman. You have to call Al Heyman to even think about touching these fighters. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those type of situations, Black Horseman, where I believe Al Heyman got Eddie Hearn right where he wants him, baby. And it's crazy, man, because this is chess, not checkers. And guess who got the most pieces?
Right.
Al Heyman. Come on, baby.
He is. He do. I just don't like how he don't make his fighters fight each other, man. There ain't really no action popping off over there like that.
And that's another thing too, like we can get into that too, like with the fighters not fighting each other. But at the end of the day, man, you got to get return on investment. You know what I mean? And you got to, and I mean, sometimes, boxing, hardcores don't really want to talk about the business side of boxing. But guess what? It's a part of the business. It's a part of boxing. You can't talk boxing without talking the business. You know what I mean? Because to be honest with you, some of our favorite fights that we want to see or haven't seen yet is because of the business. So I'm going to just be straight up with you guys, man. I truly believe that, Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn are cornered in the wall and they're cornered in a I just want to see where they're gonna go, man. How are you gonna get a freaking late replacement? When is the fight was supposed to be? April 27th? When is it?
No, June 1st.
Oh, June. Okay, so they got some time. My bad. They got some time. And then I'm already hearing rumblings. Shout out to Cali Enigma. Cali Enigma's got, I believe he's got either the promoter or the trainer's direct phone number for Luis Ortiz. And he's already put a video up talking about Luis Ortiz is available for June 1st. So, I mean, that's another possible fight. You know what I mean? But he
signed Al Heyman?
Luis Ortiz, yes, he is. Yes,
he is. He's signed Al Heyman? Okay.
Yes, he is. That's another Al Heyman fighter. But like I said, man, these guys have gotta, it's almost like you gotta put up or shut up, man. You know what I mean? It's almost getting to that point now. I'm gonna be honest with you, Black. I truly believe that, if you're good as you say you are, then why not fight the best? You know what I'm saying? Shit, you already say you're the best, so why not fight the best? Because the only way we're gonna know if you're the best is if you fight the best. So all of these other fighters out here saying, well, I'm better than this fighter, I'm better than that fighter. Prove it.
Right.
Prove it. Because let's be honest, this guy Jarrell Miller said all of this shit. He was hyping it up. He was saying, and he even told Anthony Joshua that you can take PEDs. He told him that. He told him that in the press conference. No, Jarrell Big Baby Miller told Anthony Joshua that he can take PEDs. He's still going to beat him. Now look at him.
Because he's taking that G-Dub 1516, nigga. That explosive shit.
Yo, so what did you know what kind of substance he got caught with?
I broke that shit down yesterday, bro.
Oh, you broke? My bad. What can you run it by me? I mean,
that shit is it's an endurance booster. So like how he like to lift a lot of weights. You talking about nigga just rep after rep, not getting tired, nigga just going at it. And this guy, man, the danger of it was blackballed in 2007 because they did tests on mice with the shit, and the test showed that it's said to spread cancer rapidly into the organs, man. That's how dangerous it is. The toxicity levels of this particular PED is so dangerous, man, that they encourage cheaters. Hey, if you're gonna cheat, stay the fuck away from this one right here. But this nigga went full-fledged into the goddamn death chamber with this shit. So we talking about nigga risking his life, nigga, to give himself massive advantages against AJ. AJ could have got fucked up, nigga. Like, you know what I
Wow.
mean? It was bad.
No wonder Jarrell Big Baby Miller had all of that energy in some of those fights in the later
Mm-hmm.
rounds. You know what I mean? Like
Right, right.
Gerald Washington fight. I mean, Gerald Washington, a lot of people say that, he walked straight through Gerald Washington. Well, maybe we know why now. Maybe we know why, he did some of the things he did against Gerald Washington, man. Because let's be honest, Gerald Washington, for all intents and purposes, is a pretty good heavyweight. You know what I mean? He's not an A-class fighter by no means. But I don't think Jarrell Big Baby Miller's an A-class fighter. So,
Mm,
I mean, and let's be honest, there was no belt on the line for that fight.
mm.
And there probably was no drug testing for that fight. Come on, baby.
For which fight?
The Gerald Washington versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. No drug
Mm.
testing, no belt on the line. Come
Wow.
on, baby. Come on,
Damn.
baby. You gotta call a spade a spade.
Mm.
Yeah. And that's another thing, you guys. You gotta add it up, man. Because if the shit don't add up, that's a red flag right there. Straight up. Because the
Yeah.
first time that Jarrell Big Baby Miller fights for the belts and gets drug tested so exclusively and severely as he's gonna get drug tested for this Joshua fight, okay? The
Mm.
first time you fight for the world title and the first time that you get drug tested the way you do, you fail it?
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
the fuck you been doing, dude?
G
What
Dub
about
1516.
what about all the other opponents that Jarrell Miller been fighting, man? Would
Mm.
he have got past them with the shit, without the shit?
Mm. Yep. Good point.
They always said when you take some of that shit, you might not ever be the same when you don't take it.
Mm. Right.
Come on, man. I used to look into bodybuilding, man. I was hitting the weights hard before I fucked my knee up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Come on, man. I've never took steroids a day in my life. Never had to. Never wanted to, because I know whatever goes up must come down. You know what I'm saying? But at
Mm.
the end of the day, everything that glitters ain't gold. And what
Yeah.
I mean by that is, when you might look like you a fucking bodybuilder, you might look like like you got this six pack, you got this, you got that, and you're ripped to the core, and you're official. But at the end of the day, dude, when you don't take that shit, you gonna look just like any, meeny, miny, mo. You know what I mean? You just gonna look like, a regular smuggler. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
shit. But guess what, though? But guess what? When you don't take it, you're worse than before you took it at all. Come
Yeah.
on now. Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't know, Black Horseman. I did my research on that. You've done your research on what he's taking, but I've done my research on just steroids in its entirety. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And they've shown signs of testing bodybuilders of when they've taken steroids, their testosterone level can never get back to a normal level when they don't take it. So
Mm.
they gotta take it.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, bro. So, what's your thoughts on this Vada, man? Vada is catching all of these people, and it's kind of like an educational thing because we starting to learn so much about these different banned substances, right? And like we didn't know about clenbuterol until Canelo. We didn't know about oxylofrine until Billy Joe. We didn't know about this damn Induberol, aka G Dub 1516,
Yep.
until Big Baby Miller.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, what's your thoughts on Vada? And is this just like the last straw? Like really testing Vada needs to be enforced all the way across the board, every sanctioning body, or do you think this gonna be a lot more of the same shit?
I think that the more that the more that these tests become, because let's be honest, these tests are getting better and better. Look at John Jones. They got John Jones for and obviously that's another sport, but it's kind of the same sport. It's they're fighting. They gotta use, somebody could get really badly hurt, man. And not only that, let's talk about that part of the sport. Okay, Black Horseman? Let's talk about when these motherfuckers take this shit,
Mm-hmm.
the fucking impact that it has on the other fighter from getting punched in the face on blows that this dude probably shouldn't even be taking, because the guy that's taking this shit probably wouldn't even be throwing like that in the 10th, 11th, 12th round and had that
Right.
stamina.
Right.
I mean, this dude, Big Baby Miller, they said he throws the most punches out of almost, I think they did a test. He throws the most punches out of every heavyweight in the division right now in the world of the heavyweight division. He throws the most punches per round,
And
I
these niggas
believe.
315.
There's a reason why.
Yeah.
And just imagine the people that maybe have gotten hurt since he's done this shit.
Right. Yeah, man.
This shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right, man. This shit ain't right, man. This shit is not right, dog.
It's ridiculous, bro. It's really ridiculous, man. And I just feel like, man, if a guy is not enrolled in Nevada clean boxing program, I really can't trust him, bro. This is really exposing Jared Miller, because he was the one doing all this talk about how, he don't want to use VADA because like having another wife, and accusing AJ of testosterone exemptions and all of this extra shit. And then here you are doing the most explosive PED probably known to mankind, nigga. Known to give niggas full-blown cancer in several organs in the body. And you out here fuck over $6.5 million, man, out the window. But you know what I think it is, man? Like,
That's a
it's
career. That's a career changing purse for Jarrell Miller.
but he fucked it over because he had it for cheating.
How you how they say it in New York? Yo, B, yo, you fucked up the bag, son. Yo, how Jarrell Miller say it?
Yeah. He fucked up, son.
You
It's
fucked
like,
the
man,
bag up, man.
I mean, just to say that right there, because we talking about like in New York, like this was in his own backyard, you know? And so it's like he like, fuck, I can't lose in front of my peoples in my city. And this motherfucking tea and crumpets motherfucker come down here and whoop my ass. Like, I can't have that. And like
Yeah.
he cared more about his pride and fame than he did about actually just shooting a fair one and his money. It's just like you. How could he not think he must don't know shit. He don't know nothing about that VADA, man.
Who don't know nothing about Vada?
Miller, obviously.
Shit,
Miller,
he
obviously.
must not. He must not, Black. He must not, dog.
He really thought he was gonna get away.
Fuck no, I mean, see, that's the thing though, man. Like, they might think that they probably see one thing about it though, Black. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. This is a very, very lucrative business. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, they got so much money invested in this Jarrell Miller guy. Okay, he's not even signed with Al Heyman. Okay, he's got other promoters that he signed with. Okay, and from what I heard, he has more than one promoter slash manager. So there's more people have their hands in his you know what I'm saying, in his pot. You know what I'm saying? In his money pool per se. They're taking more money out. You know what I'm saying? So when you got guys that are, because they probably put a lot of money in to Jarrell Miller having his success. Let's be honest, man. It ain't free getting Jarrell Miller on Showtime. Okay, somebody's got to pay for that up front. You know
It's
what I
an
mean?
investment,
So
yeah.
it's an investment. You know what I mean? A fighter is an investment. And let's be
Right.
honest, you're not gonna every fighter that you sign ain't gonna be a Earl Spence. Every fighter you sign ain't gonna be a damn Deontay Wilder. Every fighter you sign ain't gonna be an Anthony Joshua. These are the facts. Okay? So when you do have a fighter that does get to that world title, and most of the fighters ain't even gonna get to a world title level. Okay? Not only did Jarrell Miller get to this world title level, okay, he got paid handsomely for that shit. Okay? So this starts to have a domino effect Okay, but not even to get to the domino effect. What I mean to say by, but what I meant to say by saying all of that stuff, the Black Horseman is this. I said that to say this. Okay, you got all of these people that helped him get to the top. Do you think they're gonna just give him any fucking generic product off the market? You think they're gonna just give him a fucking steroid they can give from Joe Schmo in the streets? Hell no. They gonna give him some shit that you probably can't find on the streets.
This shit was banned in 2007.
Come on, man. Bingo. Bingo. Bingo.
Yeah,
this shit is a lot deeper than we think, though, Black. Real talk. Wake up, man. Wake up, everybody in the chat. Wake up, man. Brothers and sisters, wake up. This shit is big, man. Real talk.
Bro. Yeah.
There ain't no, and you know what? Everybody talking about, this fighter might be juicing. This fighter might be juicing. Okay? Maybe Jarrell Big Baby Miller was throwing red flags in front of our face the whole time. And guess what? We didn't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even know it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we should have been looking out for it, but, you got so many of these guys they fucking just love to look past shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, how the hell is a 320-pound fighter throw the most punches in the heavyweight division?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no red flags? I mean, shit. Well, I think we got past the red flag. Where's the orange flag at? I mean, goddamn, this shit is on fire. I mean, this dude's on fire right now. You know what I mean? With allegations and shit like that. You know what I mean? And from what I heard, this ain't his first time cheating. Come on, baby.
He did in kickboxing.
He failed his test in kickboxing. Bingo. So when we talking about fighters cheating, man, there's always a backstory. There's always something.
A trail.
There's always a trail, man. And sometimes they don't cover that bitch up well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. Let's be honest now.
Right. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Talk about what about Juicy? Man, you better stop, bro.
He just hates. Either he joking or he hating. It's one or the other.
One of the two, He enrolled in Vada, bro. So
the guy went through the Olympics, never got caught or anything. Okay, Olympic style testing is very strenuous too. They come to your room and all that shit. He went through the WBC. He's had the WBC for over 2 years now. Okay. He's at the WBO. They do strenuous testing. The IBF, they do strenuous testing. I mean, this guy's had all the sanctioning bodies. Okay, and they all do their own individual testing. So you got to understand, man, the guy has never been popped for nothing. So how can you call a guy juicic and have any integrity about yourself? You know what I mean?
He said just joking.
All right, because I'm gonna break it down for you, my brother.
Corey's about to go in on your shit, bro. I was like,
oh, for you, dog. No, hey, man, come on.
I figured he was joking. He knew you was on the
platform. Come on, dog. Come on now, oh shit. I'm ready to be on
here. What about Juicy, though?
I know he be fucking with me a lot, though, man. But there be some guys that say that shit that ain't joking, though. You know? Some guys that say that. And what I just said about Usyk getting tested and all that other shit about the Olympics and, having him getting tested against the old sanctioning bodies and all that. I said that for the guys that were not joking. Okay? That's why I said that. Because oh shit, you might be joking, but guess what? There's about 5 other guys behind you that ain't joking. Okay? And that was for them. You know what I'm saying?
You gained like 5 fans oh shit until you said just joking. They're like, oh shit, this nigga. I thought he was telling the truth. I thought he was serious.
Like, man, we was on his team and everything.
You about to have 5 new subs, nigga, just by your comment.
You was ready to get your bag up, nigga.
But speaking of bag, that bag is gone, man. 6.5 mil, bro. Because this man decided to use some explosive ass PED, man. Probably one of the most explosive ones known to mankind, man.
And that's another thing too, though, Black. Come on, man. That's another thing too. Like when we talking about this boxing shit, man, we really talking about this boxing shit, and we go real deep with this boxing shit. We could probably peel back so many different layers, man. On just how corrupt this sport is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I mean, because let's be honest, man. I mean, I know basketball is corrupt at some point, at some juncture, at some point in basketball is corrupt. Look at the referees that got caught cheating and shit. The fat calling fouls that won't even fouls got paid off for that shit. You know what I mean?
mm,
Look at football. Football's a little dirty too, but I
yeah,
feel like our sport, the sport that we love the most, the sport that we fucking can't get rid of, the sport that everybody say boxing is dead. People were saying that before Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Earl Spence, and before Floyd Mayweather reignited that shit. Okay. Speaking of Floyd Mayweather, from what I heard, he's got a big announcement today. Can't
yeah.
wait to hear it. We're gonna get into that in a minute. Me and Black Horseman gonna touch on that in a minute because we touch all subjects here,
Nah,
Black Horseman.
you gonna
Me
get
and
into
Floyd, we
that. I
rock.
ain't. You gonna get
Oh,
into that. I'm not looking
well, I
forward to
guess
Floyd
I
doing
guess
nothing.
I'll get into it because I guess we're gonna go to sleep again. You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying? We go to sleep when Floyd fight, but I mean, he's one of the greatest of all time. So I'm
He
just
is.
glad. I'm just glad that he's in our era and that we can watch him and that we can actually have a piece of history. You know what I mean? That a guy that we seen that a guy we seen is one of the greatest of all time. We can actually call him one fighter that we know and that we we grew up on. You know what I mean? So that's good too. But to speak on the whole Jarrell Big Baby Miller situation, man, I just think I think it's gonna hurt Eddie Hearn the most. I mean, obviously it's gonna hurt Jarrell Miller. It's gonna definitely hurt Jarrell Miller's handlers. Them not being able to get a piece of their pie. That's probably why they're working diligently right now to try to get that overturned. They're probably working hand and foot to try to get this, ruling overturned. But we should probably hear something in the next 48 hours on whether the fight is completely called off or does Jarrell Miller have a chance on fighting this? But let's be honest, Povetkin, hey man, he got caught a couple times. They
Mm.
later wind up finding out it wasn't all the way dirty, because he probably had some of the best lawyers the Russian money could possibly ever buy. But that's a whole nother story. But I just truly believe that who's gonna fight Anthony Joshua now, Black Horseman? Who do you want to see him fight?
I'm hearing that when you said something about Ortiz, if Ortiz is available, I think that's the next best. Matter of fact, that's a better opponent in my opinion than the Gerald Miller. And we
Wow.
know Ortiz is enrolled in Nevada now. He's enrolled in Nevada Clean Boxing Program. Um, and hopefully he's available. If not, I mean, being that it's in New York, maybe throw Adam Kanaki in there. I just feel like it's just fucked up because this is AJ's Coming to America party, and it's just kind of fucking it up. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucking it up, and I really wanted to see if Gerald Miller would be able to pose a threat. This was the biggest guy he was gonna face. This is an undefeated fighter. But if I had to choose, I would want to see him take care, get in there and fight Ortiz. And if he beats Ortiz, that will really let me know how to rank, like how to really judge how great AJ is. Um,
If Anthony Joshua can beat, not only beat but stop Luis Ortiz, would you rank him higher than and depending on the fashion, would you rate him higher than Deontay Wilder?
yeah, just because overall, man, he's beat tougher competition. I mean, you look at AJ's resume compared to
So
Wilder's, it's not even close.
what about right now? What are your top three heavyweights?
I gotta say probably AJ. I
In
gotta
in
say
in
AJ,
in, in order.
AJ Wilder, um, yeah, AJ Wilder and Fury. AJ Wilder Fury. Ortiz is right
Hey,
there, hanging on by a thread, and below that is the whites and the whatever else you want to throw up under there. But I gotta go AJ. AJ is the more accomplished guy. He's the unified champion. You know, I don't think you can put somebody. I mean, I understand we can favor like Wilder, but Wilder ain't accomplished as much as AJ. You know,
Yeah.
I just can't really, even though people got their own opinions, I can't get with this saying Wilder's the A side shit. Like how?
Yeah.
Joshua, you know, in less fights has become unified. Less fights than Wilder unified. Half of the fights that Wilder has, and he got the better resume. You know, um, this guy is he has everything that Wilder really wants to be considered baddest man on the planet. One face, one name. He got to come through AJ. You know, and people talk about this 50-50 shit, but like I posed a question when I had IOTBA on my channel yesterday. Would Wilder give AJ 50-50 if he had those belts? And I think we know
Mm.
the answer. Like, so that's why we got to be consistent. We got to let it really make sense. Like, Wilder's not giving AJ 50-50 if he had all of those straps and that same resume. It's not happening. So I know as on the American side, we want Wilder to get the best bag and all of that. But I'm like, and realistically, I think the guy should take a sacrifice, you know, make a sacrifice for the bigger bag down the road once you beat this guy.
Yeah.
I was just thoroughly disappointed when he turned down the money. I mean, you had legacy and the big bag right there, and
Yeah.
right there. And so to turn that down, that just rubbed me the wrong way. And then when you asked about it, talk to Shelly. I'm like, okay, well, hey, I don't have time for that, bro. They look like a duck to me. If you can't explain it and you got to get somebody else to explain it for you, that let me know everything I need to know. Plus all that money on the line, legacy. That's why I give flame a lot to the PBC side because I'm like, when y'all niggas gonna put legacy in the front seat instead of in the back of the trunk? Y'all niggas got the bag on y'all mind for all these fucking fights. But I can see other fighters, they thinking about legacy. They getting paid too, but legacy is more important to them than just getting life changing the biggest bag in the world. You know
Hey, let's go read the chat. Let me read the chat for you real quick.
what?
Black Horseman. Charles D says he was gonna give Fury 50-50 and Fury has no straps. John in the chat says I didn't hear that, Charles D. But you might be right. Some boxers don't even spar. Wow. Samuel in the chat, salute. He says, I want to see Adam Kwanaki in there. Obviously, we know Adam Kwanaki is Jarrell Miller's lead sparring partner. They've been sparring each other for years now. They work out at the same gym in New York. That would probably be an ideal situation, being that Adam Konaki probably is ready to fight, and probably has a fight coming up soon too. You know, maybe around June or July. So definitely that fight probably makes a lot of sense, and that he's Poland, and that could probably bring the Poland fans come out, man, straight up. Them Poland fans come out, man, straight
Mhm.
up. So with Adam Konaki fighting, and being from New York, or fighting, training out of New York and being pretty much from New York, and being Polish, I truly believe that it brings a different demographic to the sport, and it brings more, I believe, more diverse fans to the sport too. With Kwanaki and bringing his fan base. Um, but is that a fight that could get made though? Is the question. Everybody's saying they want this, they want that, but what is Eddie Hearn willing to give up to get these fighters to fight Anthony Joshua? Because these fighters are not getting in there with Anthony Joshua for free.
Right. I mean, it's money over there. What you mean for free?
I mean, but what is Anthony? But is Eddie Hearn? But is Al Heyman willing to give his fighters up too? Though
That's the question. Yeah, that's
these
the
are
real
these
question.
are these are undefeated fighters that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jarrell Miller's undefeated. Adam Kwanaki, being what it may, he's undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Luis Ortiz has one loss against the heavyweight champion of the world, still Deontay Wilder. Okay, he's got one loss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he's highly touted, Luis Ortiz. So, what other fights they want to see? I mean, what are some of the other names they want to see Anthony Joshua in there with? Um,
I mean, Dillian White. Some people keep bringing him up. Dillian. Them is the
Dillian
three.
White.
Them is the
How,
three. Ortiz, Kanaki, Dillian White. I can't really think of nobody else to even throw in that category.
so who do you think? Who do you think will be a harder fight, Luis Ortiz or Dillian White, in a rematch for Dillian White? Because obviously they fought once. Louis,
I mean,
Dillian,
that's
but
a hard question.
Dillian White looks like he's got a little bit better though. I like
Yeah,
what I seen in that Joseph Parker fight.
the reason why I say it's a hard question is because when you've been in there with somebody already, you kind of can learn from your previous fight with that guy. Luis Ortiz and Joshua never fought. Although I feel like Luis Ortiz style, southpaw style, and his ability as his Cuban style is gonna be difficult for AJ to adjust to. But I don't know, man. I'm if I had to just give you an answer right now, I gotta say Ortiz. Um, but who knows, man? I think that Dylan White has gotten better since he
Yeah.
lost. That is his only loss, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, he only lost
To
one
AJ.
time. Yep. I mean, the Chisora fight was very close.
But
The
the thing about it is, the reason why I say the better fight will be Ortiz is because nobody knows Dillian White in America. And if they're going to keep the fight in the Barclays, which, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, then we got to get somebody who the American fan base knows. Like, everybody knows who Ortiz is because Wilder fought him. And I think they were in the Barclays, if I'm not mistaken. So we are familiar with Ortiz already, To face Dillian White, you might as well go back to the UK for that. You feel me? And they're trying to make their move to acquire American fan base, you know what I mean? To get American market involved. So he gonna have to fight a Ortiz or a Kanaki or something like that. Dillian White, I don't think is probably got to scratch him off the list. That would have to be something down the line, if he can't get the fight made after this fight, if he's successful and he can't, make the fight with Wilder next. I could see that happening after this fight in June, but I don't think maybe Dylan White is going to be an option right now. Nobody want to see two UK guys fighting New York. I'm not. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, you kind of got a point there. So do you think it's got to be narrowed down to an American fighter?
Yes, absolutely. Because
Wow, that's
this,
that's big though. That's big that you brung that up. That's actually I never thought of it like that. That's big. Cause
yeah,
now,
it's
but
not
you're
a good
kind of
marketing move.
you're talking about business too now though. You're talking about the
Well,
business part.
yeah, it was all a strategic move for AJ to
Uh-huh.
come to America because he's basically like making this move like, okay, Wilder, I'm here now.
Okay.
He's already came to a lot of the American media platforms. He did the interviews. He came to Sway in the Morning. He came to Breakfast Club. He did a lot of he went to he made his rounds. He talked about the fallout of the negotiations with Wilder the first go round and all of that. And here we are. He's going to fight on American soil. So he's trying to make his mark in America. So yeah, it's a very strategic business move, but his agenda is Wilder, though. You know what I mean? Wilder had his focus on Fury. That fell apart. He wasn't even considering Joshua. He was considering Fury. That fell apart. So he had to go to the next best option. And he said in the interview on the Breakfast Club that if he's successful versus Miller, that if he can't make the Wilder fight next, his next best option is Ortiz because he considers Ortiz elite, you know.
Mm.
But with this short notice, is he confident enough to be able to make the necessary changes in his game plan? Because he was training for an orthodox, fat 315, 320 pound cheeseburger eating ass nigga, but he popped dirty now. So now you got to switch up your whole game plan and prepare for a slick Cuban southpaw. You feel me? And a guy who, yeah, he suffered a loss, but his only loss was to Deontay Wilder, but still is a major threat in the heavyweight division. So it's going to be very interesting to see what opponent gets in that spot, replaces Miller because I think it definitely has to be an American fighter. It definitely has to be an American fighter. And I don't see this fight going on. I know the official word ain't really made yet that the fight is off, but I think the fight is definitely off. And they got to get somebody else in there. And I think the two probably best options, is going to be Kanaki or Ortiz. And he might go with Kanaki, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just give me that nigga lead sparring partner. He been training with him, and all of that shit. Plus, He's like what 6'2", 6'3". You know, he's undefeated. So we got another undefeated guy in there. He is a New York guy. You know, so um, he got some fans. He do got a good little fan base. But like you said, the other factor you said was, is Heyman willing to
Mm.
allow that shit to go down? You know, is he going to hold those guys back from that payday? You know,
Yeah,
so and it's on Showtime. So what's the, you know what I mean? Don't he got a? This is a
yeah.
Heyman has a
Steven Espinoza.
right. So at the end of the day, I mean, if we think about it, they're kind of working towards making that fight happen some kind of way. If he already about to be on, you know,
But
Showtime,
if you put Anthony Joshua in that bitch too tough, that Wilder fight ain't gonna happen.
who would you consider being too
I
tough?
mean, I'm just saying like that Luis Ortiz is kind of, you
Yeah,
know what I mean, kind of
yeah.
dicey though, man. I mean, Luis
But he looked
Ortiz
dicey
ain't
in his
no
last fight. I ain't gonna lie.
Luis Ortiz ain't no walk in the park though for no heavyweight.
Nah, nah,
You
he
know what
ain't.
I mean? He's a big boy. You know what I mean? Obviously we know Anthony Joshua's a big boy, but this guy Luis Ortiz, man, and he's been active too though. You got to put that in consideration though. This guy has not been inactive like he has been for
Talking
most of
about Kanaki?
his career. Now I'm talking about Luis Ortiz. I mean,
Luis,
Luis
oh yeah.
Ortiz,
Well, yeah.
he's been an active fighter. You know, in some of his career, there was times in his career where he was not this active as he is right now. I
Mm-hmm.
believe he's the most active in his career than he's been in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I just want to see this guy, you know, I want to see this guy do good things. I truly believe that, I think that we're on to something with Luis Ortiz. With Luis Ortiz, possibly. I mean, he already put out he already put out there that he's available to fight. He's available to fight.
Yeah.
He's available to fight, he's available to fight, on June 1st. And
Mm-hmm.
you just never know what other fighters have going on behind the scenes. Some of these fighters we're naming already might have a fight.
You know what? It is a possibility too. If he decides to go to Ortiz route, they might move the date.
But Luis Ortiz has already said, from what Cali Enigma says, he is available for June 1st. So
Right. I
that's
understand that, but I'm
that answers
saying,
a lot of questions though, Black.
yeah, yeah. I mean, Ortiz is shit. He been wanting to face AJ.
But
That's
but get
no.
but guess what? Being wanting to face somebody and having those dates available and not having a fight, because let's be honest, Danny Garcia's next fight is probably already signed, sealed, and everything. If he wins, you know what I mean. So it's like I think these promoters already have these guys lined up to fight. Such and such fighters, because Danny Garcia has already said on in the interview before his they already had 3 fights lined up for this guy. They already had 3 fights lined up for this guy. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah.
So, for this guy to have 3 fights lined up for him already, I mean, he already on that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I truly believe that, these guys truly might have fights lined up, but they're not going to let us know. They're not supposed to let us know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't know if maybe Adam Gordonaki, I know a lot of people have been saying his name. What if he already got a fight lined up already, is what I'm saying. You
Mm.
know? I mean, a lot of people probably don't think about that.
You saying what if they have Kanaki already has opponent lined up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit, man, this is for a goddamn unified champion. I mean, like I say,
Yeah.
you say it's
Yeah.
chess. So if Heyman got to use the pieces, I mean, if he ain't trying to throw, of course, of course, Wilder got an opponent already. But hey, man, why not risk one of your pawns or whatever to get in there and face the king, and possibly have that guy, possibly upset Joshua, you know, like a Ortiz or maybe Kanaki or something like that, to where if they win, guess what? Heyman got all full control of the heavyweight division. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. We'll see what he does. When I look on the boxing rankings, Adam Kanaki is ranked number 4 to his IBF, and Luis Ortiz is ranked number 8 to the IBF. So Kanaki is ranked higher in the IBF sanctioning body to possibly face Joshua. Like I say, testing ain't gonna be a problem. They both enrolled in Nevada, So I think those are the two best opponents, man. Um, just I know Kubrat Pulev is like ranked number one,
Oh yeah, Pulev. We forgot about Pulev.
but he's
Pulev
not
just had a
American.
fight,
But he's
but I
not
don't even.
American.
But I don't even think, even if we do throw Pulev into the equation, Black, I don't even think Pulev is gonna be ready because remember he got that bad big eye gash. Remember?
Oh wait, that's the one that with the Asian chick, right?
Yeah, but
Sushi.
that joint was stripping and some other. You know what I mean? They ain't say nothing about that though. But you know what I mean? She was already, getting buck nasty with the joint behind closed door. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She tried to play the victim or whatever. I don't know. She tried, but they tried to make it seem like he was groping on her and he went in for the kiss. I mean, who's to say he ain't punished that joint behind scenes already?
He said
You know
punish
what
that joint.
I mean? Finish her.
Yeah,
You just don't know, man. These girls out here be lying and shit. I'm not saying she's lying, but I'm just
yeah.
saying
She opportunist.
a lot of opportunists out here, man. I know a lot of people jumped the gun on that story too.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but I definitely want to see an American replacement, man. Definitely
You
want to
do?
see an
You
American
do?
replacement. Yeah, it just wouldn't make sense for him to fight somebody from another country, and you out here trying to make your mark on American soil. Miller was the perfect opponent for his welcome party. You know what I mean? For him to really make a statement in his first fight in American soil to beat Miller, an undefeated guy. That would have been a great fight, but Miller fucked that up. So I think Kanaki, man, is a good replacement. I don't know if he'll go to Ortiz route, man. I would love to see that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the more I think about it, I'm like, man, does he even risk it all on that joint though? I mean, or does he say, you know what, it's time to shut up the critics? But does it make business sense too though? You got to understand, Eddie Hearn's got a lot of money invested into this venue, you know,
Mhm.
and being that Jarrell Miller maybe not be the best ticket seller, he's from New York and people can relate to that. Could
Mhm.
they relate to a a Cuban-born fighter, that's fighting America? Could they relate to him more than they can relate to Jarrell Miller? And does that equal buying tickets? You know what I mean?
Real quick, who do you think is more known or more popular in America, Ortiz or Miller? I know Miller is popular in New York, but I'm just saying overall.
I'm gonna say overall, I think Miller because Miller is a loudmouth and he speaks English and he's so like
Yeah, but
fucking over the top with the shit he says though. I mean,
you don't think
though,
but Wilder fought Ortiz, remember? And that fight was huge, man.
yeah, but I mean, it's just I don't know, man.
Miller's never had that kind of platform.
I know. I mean, like I said, it's not. If I say Miller, it's not by a lot. If I say Ortiz, it's not by a lot. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I'm not saying that one is so much, popular than the other one. I mean, I just truly believe that they're kind of similar. You know what I mean? They're not. I don't feel like one of them's light years ahead of the other one. You know what I mean? If I say Luis Ortiz, he's not light years ahead of being popular in a popularity contest than Jarrell Miller is. I mean, let's be honest, but it's
Yeah,
like I said, I mean, it's Jarrell Miller is he's headlining his own cards and stuff, and he's been I don't know how the ticket sales been doing, but like I said, I mean,
he did headline on his own.
yeah. So I mean, it's just like it's dicey, Black. I mean, it's dicey, man, because I want to say that Jarrell Miller is more popular because he's American and
Mhm.
that and to be honest with you, it don't even got to be a worldwide popularity contest. Jarrell Miller just has to be more popular than Luis Ortiz in New York because that's where the
Yeah,
fight's at.
that's true. I mean,
That's where the fight's at. The fight's not in Cuba. The fight's not in Mexico. The fight's not in California. The fight's in New York.
mhm.
Fucking 20 minutes from where Jarrell Miller was raised.
Right.
So that I think that plays a big factor. And if he does not, if it comes to a point where he does not wind up fighting in his fight, I just think the card takes a blow. I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I do. I mean,
And
people
and we
that
can't
bought their
blame
tickets,
Joshua, man. I low key feel bad for Joshua, man, because shit, it's like this ain't his fault.
I just think it's looking even. I think this whole situation is going to even look better for Deontay Wilder. I think Deontay Wilder's just licking his chops, man. I really do.
Why you said it? Because he couldn't get the opponent that he wanted.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
popularity and
yeah,
everything. It's just not looking good for Joshua right now. Cause this affects Joshua too.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta
That's
have
what
you
I said.
gotta
I
have
feel
a
bad
dance.
for him.
You gotta have a dance partner, man.
I feel bad for him, bro. That's just fucked up, man. That's fucked up, dog. Golly.
The more we talk about it, Black, is the more and more like
In
the
his
more.
mind, probably too. In his mind, he like, fuck. If I could still fight this nigga, I would, because he probably looking at the everything like it was. I think that, I mean, see, it's still some time away, June 1st. So if this didn't happen, he would probably been like, yo, man, like it would have been so much attention. It's still enough time to where they could have really built up the fight more, ticket sales, people to really just pay attention to this fight. But now, man, this shit ain't gonna happen, dog. Shit ain't gonna happen. So I low key feel bad for that nigga, because man, if he did everything that he needed to do and he wasn't cheating, and then you got your opponent. I mean, same thing with like Wilder when he was first getting ready to fight Povetkin and then Ortiz. And just like, fuck, I feel bad for Wilder. Like, damn, bro, you went through a whole training camp, you did what you needed to do to prepare for this opponent, and he over here fucking everything up for you, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if they can sue that nigga or what.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's almost like like what the fuck, like you know. I mean, it's. I'm not gonna lie though, Black. It's almost like Eddie Hearn has got to back up all that promoting talk he's that he's talking now. He's kind of got to back it up now.
Mhm.
Saying that he's the best promoter. If you want to come to if you want to come to the zone and get promoted by me, we'll make your career 10 times better than where you're at right now, and this, that, and the third. Well,
Mhm.
let's see what Eddie Hearn does now. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's see where that awesome promoter and let's see if let's see, because he's already got a superstar in Joshua, so it shouldn't be that hard to sell tickets, But from what I'm hearing, the tickets are not even getting sold that fast is what people thought. So
Mhm.
I mean, we gotta see, man. But like I said, I truly believe, man, that this shit just does not look good for Joshua, man. I don't know how this can look good for Joshua. I'm sorry, I just don't. I mean, the heavyweight division does not have that many undefeated, known fighters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not only Jarrell
You got
Miller
to get
was
Ortiz then.
Jarrell Miller was perfect for this venue,
Right.
perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? Konaki would be perfect too, though, because he's Poland and
Hmm.
he's from New York,
Right.
so it's like he fits right into that slot.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because they're stablemates. Jarrell Miller and Adam Babyface Kwanaki are training partners. So it fits perfect. You know what I mean? And I feel like out of all fighters, Kwanaki fits perfect as of
Mhm.
right now. Not giving it a whole lot of thought, and me just going straight, going straight up with it. I think that I truly believe that that uh that Gwanaki is the best fit. I mean, the
Yeah.
more and more I think about it, he's from New York. I don't think it'll be too hard to sell that fight, man, and
Yeah.
it might even sell more than the Jarrell Miller fight sells. I'm just saying, man. The Polish fans turn out. They
Hmm.
come out. They come out to watch their Polish, because there's not a lot of Polish fighters. So the few that they do have that are boxing, they come out and support them
Yeah.
big time. You know what I mean?
Shout
Like
out.
from Funfar, they supported Funfar. Remember
Yeah.
Funfar? Remember?
Mhm.
I mean,
Right.
shit. I mean, they came out in numbers. So you can't forget about that stuff, man. You can't forget about that stuff.
Yep. Man, I'm about to wrap it up, but shout out to Trav coming in kind of late. He said, "Stop panicking, brothers. This event is sold." I think Eddie said only 3 to 4 thousand tickets left. Many Brits are traveling. It will be a sellout. Joshua still making his 32 million. He is the draw. Yeah, we gotta see. Mike Tyson's ghost says Konaki makes sense. Simon Shaw says, "I agree with Corey. I mentioned that last night on the chat that Konaki is the best replacement." I agree too. That was only the two big names that came to my mind was Ortiz and Kanaki. But right, Kanaki is the best replacement because of he's a orthodox, so it's not like he got to prepare for southpaw like Ortiz. This is somebody who was the stable mate of Miller, lead sparring partner. This guy is from New York, so it's just like it's a replacement. Of course, he's not as popular.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Did you read Trav's statement in the chat?
What
He
the
talking
automatic?
about. He talking about. Yo, he said there's only 4,000 tickets left.
Well, we still got till June 1st, right? And he said something about a lot of
I
people
mean,
traveling.
uh,
We got to see.
I need receipts, man. I'm so, Trav, whatever your name is in the chat. I need. I'm
My
sorry.
my nigga Corey, Corey acting like he want this shit to fail. I can
I
tell,
don't. I
nigga.
don't want it to fail.
You like
I
fuck
don't want it to
Joshua
fail.
Hearn.
No, I swear I don't want it to fail because at the end of the day, Anthony Joshua is, he's a brother and I want to see him succeed. I'm not one of these Anthony Joshua haters. I think Anthony Joshua's beautiful for the sport. You know what I mean? He's a
But
clean fighter.
you prefer.
He's a marketable fighter. I do think he is fake at times. I don't think that he puts on. I think he is a totally different person that he puts on for the cameras. I do. I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I
Mhm.
do. Sue me for it. I do. I've seen Jarrell Miller get up underneath his skin, and Anthony Joshua gave him that look and it slipped out. He's like, you bitch, the fuck, come over here, you bitch, you bitch ass motherfucker. Like Jarrell Miller kept poking and poking and poking, and just finally Anthony Joshua bit. He kind of reeled him in. Like Jarrell Miller reeled him in. He knew what buttons to push and when to push them, and it worked. And it was funny because I was like, man, this dude Anthony Joshua was talking like this. What the fuck? Like I thought he didn't have that many curse words in his dictionary. Like I didn't know but I guess he does. So
I'll say this, man. The mere fact that this dude came to America and he's actually gonna fight in America, that's
mm-hmm.
big. That's big for me. Like to see that, okay, this dude is strategically making this move and he's willing to fight in America. I mean, I have not seen Wilder leave the comfort zone of America and go to the UK.
uh,
Not for no championship level fight or no defense or something. Maybe he did before he was champ, but AJ is taking a big step, I feel, into really making this fight happen. They made an offer. Of course, Wilder turned it down. They want to push this 50-50 shit. He want to say he don't know how much AJ is getting. AJ's gonna get what he gonna get. I just, yeah, I understand what you're saying that you don't think that he's the actual way as he puts on the persona for cameras. But Wilder too, I've seen some little, what I'm saying, some contradictions there too. To where it's like I think they both have played games here and there, and they both just need to get this fight done. But I just see a stronger desire on the AJ side right now. I can only deal with present day. I'm not talking about how I used to be in the past because I know AJ was on some fuck shit. Him and Eddie Hearn, they was playing games. But I'm talking
yeah.
about present day. I
Uh-huh.
think AJ is more hungrier for that matchup than Wilder is. And I think the actions is speaking loud and clear. Loud and
You
clear.
think who's more hungrier?
AJ right now. Right now he is. I don't hear
Uh,
Wilder talking about I heard the shit go from one face,
so
one
you
name.
think so you think Anthony Joshua's more hungrier, more eager to fight Deontay Wilder than Deontay Wilder's eager to fight Anthony Joshua?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt in my mind right now. You
Wow.
just look at it. Wilder is looking at He was when the fight was offered to him, he wanted a rematch with Fury. He struggled in that fight. You know, he struggled in
Uh-huh.
that. He didn't even win that fight. That was a draw.
Yeah.
You know, when at first it was all about AJ. You know, I think that yeah, there was a shitty ass offer the first time. Then they came back with a better offer. You know, I feel like they were willing to make more sacrifices and compromise. And Wilder is just kind of just, you know, he being on some super difficult shit, man. And it just let me
Uh-huh.
know he don't want the fight right now. He wants to try to, you know, have his loyalty to Showtime and whatever, and try to milk as long as he can milk, man. Get these fights, Brazil, maybe Klitschko and whoever else, and try to stall the fight out for a while. So I'm just saying,
Yeah.
right now, from what I'm seeing AJ wants to fight more right now with Wilder than Wilder wants it with him. Wilder is willing to bring up the past and say, I'm tired of that shit, the shit from the past. I'm not dealing with this again. And as a real boxing fan, me wanting to see undisputed, you know, I don't have patience for that. I don't have time to be worried about what your emotions is when you acting like you want to be the best on the planet. You can't say you the best or baddest man on the planet and you ain't fighting the top guy, the guy who got more belts than you, better resume.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to face one of AJ's leftovers. And then it talks about he might want to fight another one of his leftovers. AJ stretched Brazil and Klitschko.
Oh.
Easy work. Not easy
Oh.
work. He struggled against Klitschko, but
Oh, I'm
Klitschko
like,
was
hold up. I'm like,
Klitschko.
oh.
How long
Cause that
Klitschko been
that
out?
shit look that shit look shaky for Joshua for some of that fight though, Black. That shit
But you
was
know what?
out like
But you know what it showed me? This
that
man
he
can
got
deal with
hard.
adversity.
He got hard.
He made
Yes.
adjustments and he got the knockout. You know what I mean? So seeing Wilder come and knock out some of his leftovers, that's not impressing me, man. That's not impressing me. This is the guy you need to knock out right here. His name is AJ. So you need to figure it out.
So who you
Figure it out.
got winning in that fight? Who you got? Cause I feel like you on Team Joshua now.
No, I'm on team boxing, nigga. Team
But
boxing.
like who?
Team undisputed.
So but who you got winning in team boxing? Who you got winning in Joshua versus Wilder?
I
Who
think
you
the
picking right now? If they were to fight tomorrow, if they were to fight June 1st, Wilder steps in. Fuck it, everything goes. Who do you got winning?
50-50. That's why I want to see the fight.
50
It's that
50.
type
But
of
who are
fight.
you? But who are you leaning more towards? I mean, you're a boxing fan. Is at the end of the day. Come on now.
I
You ain't
mean,
gotta give us the. You know, you ain't gotta
I'm
give
I'm
us the.
I'm I'm
You ain't gotta.
50-50.
You ain't
Of
gotta
course,
give
I'm
us.
going to root for my American champ. So I
Oh,
want to say Wilder. So
oh,
this ain't when I'm saying what I'm saying. This ain't about me siding with nobody. Like
oh. Okay.
I'm applying pressure because I want to see the fight.
Uh
If
huh.
I see one guy doing more to try to get the fight, cool. That's what I like. When I see another
Yeah.
guy making excuses about why the fight can't happen, I'm not with
Yeah.
all of that. I'm not with all of that.
Oh.
Especially when it's
Oh
a
yeah.
big offer and if it's gonna be on American turf and all of this, like, come on, man. Like, I ain't got time for that. I want to see the fight. That's it. I just want to be a boxing fan. Whoever wins, wins. Of course, I'm gonna go with the American. Just like Carissa Shields and Hammer fought. Of course, I was going for Carissa. I just didn't know who was gonna win. I didn't know for sure Carissa was gonna do it like that. Wilder
Yeah.
might go in there and just stretch the nigga in a few rounds and be like, nigga, let's go. But I
Oh
don't know
no.
that. I don't know that. So as just a boxing fan, emotions out of this shit. I just want to see it. So I'm gonna be more, giving credit to the guy that's actually pushing for the fight, pushing for unifications, undisputed, more than a guy who just running his mouth. I don't care about all that bomb squad shit, and then you gonna fight Brazil. Bomb squad, Klitschko. Bomb squad, fight AJ. How about that?
Mm.
Let's be undisputed. Let's get it done. It's a
So who
it's
you think holding up the fight?
it's PBC. It's
You said
Wilder.
PBC.
He already said, bro. Is he already admitted to shit? He turned down the offer because he don't know what AJ getting.
Mm.
He pocket watching. You look on the PBC side. I know niggas don't like that shit. I don't give a fuck. But I look at the distinct
Who don't
pattern.
like it? What are you talking about?
The PBC protectors,
Oh,
PBC
that's what you.
protectors, the Heyman
Oh, my
lovers,
bad.
Heyman
Oh,
lovers.
that. Oh, the
Niggas
Haman.
don't like
Oh,
when I'm calling out the real pattern that PBC guys are not trying to unify. Look around.
yeah.
How many undisputed fighters
What you
does
mean by that though? They not trying to unify.
look around?
So you think Earl Spence ain't trying to fight Terrence Crawford?
Is he trying or doing? Is he fighting them? Trying and doing is two
Oh no,
different things.
I'm asking though. I'm asking though. I
When when
don't.
when
You know
they
what I mean?
when they confronted when they had a confrontation, this nigga
Huh?
said, "I'm taking care of my side of the street." So you know what I've been doing? Trying to
Oh.
push for this nigga to unify his side of the street. So when I see this nigga on his live stream talking about, should I go up and fight Canelo? Should I go up and
Oh.
fight Hurd? Should I fight Pacquiao? I'm like, shut that shit up, nigga. Shut that shit
Oh.
up. How about Sean Porter? That's a WBC belt.
Yeah.
And I don't have no problem giving that nigga the title as the #1 welterweight. That's simple. And
Yeah.
then guess what? After that, take care of Keith. Ponytail Keith. And if you
Oh.
unify, nigga, guess what? It's only one more thing to do. Undisputed. You can't call yourself strap season and not try to get another strap. You can't call yourself
Yeah.
man down and then nigga don't go down. You got to start living up to the shit you say. You can't call yourself baddest man on the planet and you fight niggas leftovers. Nah,
Ah.
nah. Just got to keep it 100, man. Like, I want to see the best fight the best, not three
Yeah.
tune-ups in a row.
Oh.
Just saying. So if the best is not fighting the best, I'm gonna let it be known, like, bro, I'm tired of seeing these little weak ass tune-ups on pay-per-view. You know, I don't mind paying my money, but I want to see the best fight the best.
Mm.
And if you got a unification right there, what is the holdup? What's the fucking problem? I'm not Black ain't gonna get that shit no pass. I'm
You not
sorry.
giving it a
I'm
pass?
not giving it no pass, man. Cause be the ones that do the most talking. If a nigga's not a champion, take your time, take the fights you want to take, develop your skills. I feel like once you become a champion, it's go time.
Uh
It's
oh.
go time.
Uh
It's
oh.
time to unify. I mean, Clarissa Shields in 9 fucking fights has surpassed all of these niggas. You name me one nigga on the PBC side, they're not even fucking with her. 9
Mm.
fights. 9 fights.
Yeah.
People like to talk shit about your boy Alexander Uzi. Oh, he's undisputed at cruiserweight. So the fuck what, nigga? Has your favorite guy unified his weight class? Okay, then. They want to talk about Bud Crawford being undisputed at 140. Well, who did he beat there? Who he needed to beat, nigga? Undisputed. Tell your favorite guy to unify. Then pursue undisputed. And stop talking about anklets and his jewels on live and shit and talking about how you the boogeyman. Man, fuck that. Unify.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
undisputed. Then we can talk about how bad you are, nigga.
Oh.
That's how I approach the shit. Niggas do a lot of talking in the
Mm.
sport of boxing, and they act like they representing America and shit, but they soft, bro. I see a lot of soft ass champions talking that shit. They not like the throwback champions, man. The best fought the best. These
Yeah.
guys want to fight the guys that's gonna give them the biggest payday for the lowest risk.
Do you think Terrence Crawford wants to fight Earl Spence and Earl Spence wants to fight Terrence, or what do you feel about that?
Of course, I feel like
Okay.
he wants to fight everybody. They
Oh,
told the
okay.
guy to get a belt, he got a belt. Then they say he on the wrong side of the street. Then they say, oh, he too light in the ass. Well, go ahead and take that strap off of him. Let's stop with the dumb shit, man. Like dudes do all that talking, but don't want to fucking get in their ring with him.
Oh shit, yo, he
So
too light
niggas
in the
gotta just
ass.
get called. Yeah, they niggas gotta call out. We gotta call these niggas out on their shit. You know, stop giving them a pass. You know, and when I'm saying this stuff, this is not a knock on their skills. I think they can all fight. All these niggas on the PBC side, they can all fight. You look at Tank. What the fuck is he doing? That nigga got skills out the fucking wazoo.
Yeah,
But what is he doing with it? Ducking.
yeah,
Ducking fades, nigga. Word about dancing and shit and doing weird stuff. Nigga, hey,
yeah,
you could be a unified champion at this point. You could be pursuing undisputed, taking legacy defining fights. You know, it's niggas with losses that got better careers than them. Just saying. They so busy trying to protect their own, whereas other guys, they may have a loss or two. Sean Porter, 2 losses. WBC champion. Tony Harrison, 2 losses. WBC champion. You catch my drift? Like, nigga, they ain't about the goddamn Lomachenko got a loss. Unified champion. You see these niggas undefeated, 1 belt, crickets. Ain't shit cracking. These niggas ain't trying to fight nobody. So that's why I go in on them because Nobody, if we keep giving them a pass, we're not gonna never get these fights. Everybody's just like, oh man, let him get his bag, man. He should get 50-50, man. You remember Hangman and Bob Arum, they shit beef in the past, man. Fuck that. Fuck that. Let's deal with present day. Who's trying to make the fight and who not? So if these niggas gonna stay in their fucking feelings over some shit that happened in the past, or they gonna give the fans, the ones that's paying all of their bills, the fights that we want to see. So I'm team boxing. I ain't got to side with no top rank, PBC,
Yeah.
Watch Room, the
Hey, let me.
Zone.
Hey, Black, I gotta head out here and handle this business, man. I've been trying to get going here, but I had to wait till you. But look,
Salute,
though,
bro.
man, thank you, man, for letting me on the platform, yo. I
No
feel like
doubt.
we definitely touched on some of these subjects we needed to touch on, man. But there's definitely more subjects to touch on, man. Hopefully, we can go live again sometime tonight or something, man. Go subscribe to Black Horseman Promotions, y'all. He's got an awesome channel, man. You know, his other channel, they say he needs to go do some more videos on that joint.
Yeah, they missed me over there. I got to put some work in, bro.
But yeah, man, thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, man. Peace out, Black. Peace out, chat. Later, y'all.
Peace, bro. Be safe. So yeah, man, y'all take the time and hit that link. Subscribe to Corey Lee Boxing. And my brother from another man, he doing a tremendous job on his platform as well. DMV area, he's gotten great interviews with the likes of Jared Hurd and many of those guys in the DMV area, man. So a lot of people that got their channels, man, and they're using their resources and things like that, man, to get interviews and get good content for people to know who these guys are. You know what I mean? They promoting awareness. So shout out to everybody, man, that tuned in for this live stream. I'll try to read a few more comments and I'm gonna shut it down. Y'all know that nigga hit me with a PBC question. I had to go in like, bro, look here. Shit, when it comes to this PBC shit, nigga, I'll tell you exactly what it is, nigga. Mike Tyson says, Mike Tyson goes says, I want Fury Deontay too, but Fury bottled it. Georgie says, at Mike Tyson, AJ turned down 50 million, just fight, period. And Wilder turned down 100. So, hey, I got to go with the most recent shit, the crack off. But yeah, he said, I can care less to get in the damn ring. Joe says, Earl Spence, he would take the easy way. He wants the easy roll. And I said, like I've been saying, the easy roll is right there, what you call Sean Porter, and he don't even want to talk about that fight. He don't even want to do this. I'm like, God damn. So with this shit. Sammy Shaw says, Errol not actually ducking Sean, he's really ducking Bada. Man, niggas need to get on that Vada team, bro. I can't fuck with dudes that's not rolling that Vada. Just telling you. You know, it ain't nothing personal. But if you ain't enrolled in the Vada clean boxing program, I can't trust you, bro. I can't trust you. Ain't no telling what you doing out of competition. In or out of competition. You know? I don't trust USADA fighters, UCOD fighters, WADA. Hey, Vada, sir. I want to go to BoxRec and see Vada CBP underneath your name. If I don't see that, bro, I can't fuck with you like that. You know, I can't just be always secure. Lomachenko, hey, you a great fighter, man, but I need to see Vada attached to your name, bro. Just saying. I want to give this guy all the credit in the world, but I gotta I don't know. Lomo, when you gonna get enrolled in that Vada though? You know. But if you want to be undisputed, there's a WBC belt still out there in your division, which means you're gonna have to fucking bow down to that body eventually. Charlie says, "Don't care if Porter can sell out a family dinner. He has a dinner, he has a strap, and he's available. That's it. They can miss me with all that damn family dinner talk and all that dumb shit. To me, that's excuses. You're trying to create misdirection and make fans buy into the fact that, well, it's all about somebody who can sell the most tickets and all of this shit. Like, look, man, shut the fuck up. Fight. You don't want to fucking fight, just say that shit. You gonna duck them. You want to talk about, oh yeah, family dinner, this shit, but when he beat Danny Garcia, you jumped your ass in the ring. You jumped your ass in the ring, won all the smoke. At least we thought. Or we gonna blame it on alcohol? Which one is it? You know, let's stay consistent, nigga. He always say, keep the same energy. Well, yeah, let's keep the same energy, Spence. Now you changing up. Now you too good for a Sean Porter fight because he don't sell out a family dinner. I don't want to hear no dumbass shit like that. Like, dudes gotta start asking me questions when it comes to this PBC shit, man. Because I'm gonna just tell that, I'm gonna make that shit make sense, and I'm gonna break down facts. These niggas on the PBC side is not unifying, bro. Show me. Show me. Herd is one. Okay? Shout out to Herd. Maybe I'm missing somebody, but I know I can count on one hand. Everybody want to talk about how huge and loaded the roster is on PBC side. That's fine. You can have a whole bunch of bodies all you want. But what are these niggas doing? Are they giving us the best fights we want to see? Are they unifying? Are they pursuing undisputed? That's the real question. I don't give a fuck if a nigga got goddamn 10,000 fighters, nigga. What are they doing? You got 10,000 soldiers about that life or 10,000 cowards? Shit, I'd rather pay attention to the ones that got 5, nigga. Beast mode niggas over there. Trav says, honestly, I think Tank will fight anyone. Unfortunately, he's with the wrong promoter. Well, then he better do something different. You said, Trav said, if you have time, pull up a Ticketmaster to see how the AG fight is done. Ticketmaster. And be honest with you, man, like I don't really get all into the numbers and how many tickets sold and all of that, man. You know, but I'll try to do this for y'all. See. Bear with me. Let me see real quick what I can pull up. It says this event is selling fast. Oops. I honestly don't know, man. I can't see how many tickets it is, man. I'm seeing prices of tickets, but I don't know. It says the capacity for MSG is 18,200. Yeah, somebody just bought some shit right when I was looking. I don't know. It just says it has a higher than normal rate of ticket sales right now. So I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be doing good. It's gonna do good ticket sales, but I don't know if I don't really get all into that, man, to be honest. We get to a few more comments and I'm gonna shut it down, man. But salute to everybody that participated, man. Once catch the playback, y'all subscribe, hit the bell. Shout out to Corey Lee for joining the platform today. Is distortion right now? Y'all let me know right now if the audio's messing up. All right, man. I'm gonna shut it down, bro. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Not gonna do this on bad audio, but y'all have a good one, man. Y'all be